we'll figure something. We'll figure it out on air. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just that my the box is being attacked. Yeah, just call back up the live number. We'll figure something out. We'll do it on air. All right. Wow, man! Somebody's like attacking us tonight. It's crazy. It's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on. Somebody's attacking the chat room. Somebody's attacking my IP address through the box. I called Time Warner, and basically it's like they're sending numerous signals to my box, and I really don't know what's going on. Matty Boom, what's up, man?
Yo, I'm here now. I had my shit muted. I didn't know we were going straight on. What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man?
I don't know. You tell me. What the fuck's going on?
Well, you know what I think we should. We're being attacked. Basically, you know how sometimes, on web servers, it happens on web servers too. They're sending a signal over and over to my box, which basically floods the box. Time Warner says so. We'll, you know what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna do.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. If I ever find out who's attacking us, I'll kick their ass in 2 seconds. I mean, that's just justice. So.
I think we should let things settle down, right? And then I think tomorrow night, while traffic is still fairly high, I think we should come back on here and do it. Maybe it's my internet, man, because the signal keeps going out. My internet signal keeps going out. So, like, we'll stay here. We're not gonna go anywhere, but we can just, like, I don't know, take phone calls.
Fuck around. Yeah, let's do phone calls. Rapid fire. You want to put a post up? Is your internet working good enough to do that, or?
Yeah, no, we can do that. We'll just, you know what? I mean, instead of running down like WrestleMania, because we got to do that all as one show. We got to run down.
We'll just screw around with the fans tonight, and then we'll do a real show tomorrow.
All right, that's fine. We'll be back here. We'll be back here tomorrow night. So we'll do rapid fire questions, and if you guys want to call up, I mean, you can still talk WrestleMania. We're just not gonna run it down as a whole because we want to put this thing together. You know what I mean? We want to have a full show that I can put up on the websites that says we covered Raw and WrestleMania. And with this one, we're already gonna have to piece it together. We're gonna have to piece together that first hour and then piece together that second hour as it is right now. So we'll do a show tomorrow night. What time? 8 o'clock. We'll just do the 8 to 10 thing that we normally do. Because I don't know if my internet's gonna go out again. You know what I mean? I have no idea. We may be gone in 10 seconds from now. I don't know.
We don't really know what the hell's going on. So let's just screw around with the fans, and then we'll do the real show tomorrow. So this is just fun.
All right, there you go. You get a little tease. You get a little tease for tomorrow night. So I guess we'll do rapid fire, right? I can put that up right now on my Facebook. Tell them how to do that. Submit questions. You guys can whatever you guys want to talk about. WrestleMania, Raw, and then we'll do another show tomorrow, like we said.
Yeah. So he's putting the post up now. Head over to Facebook.com/RyanClarkWZR. Top post will be the rapid fire post. Just put your questions or comments in there. Keep them brief, and we'll get to as many as we can, and we'll mix in calls, as he said, for an hour tonight, and then tomorrow night, 8 to 10 Eastern Time, we'll give you the real WZR.
There you go. We'll come back with the real WZR radio tomorrow night. Here we go. Caller.
I'm tired of shit tonight anyway.
Yeah,
I'll make sure I'm more awake.
Yeah, no, I'm tired too, man. I'm tired too. Caller, what's up? You're live.
Hey, what's up, guys? Big shout out to you guys and to WZ Army and to Rylaw, man. Definitely big ups to him.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude, man. He that sign was all over TV too, man. He was right alongside the entrance ramp when they came out, which was awesome, dude. We got you put up screenshots on WZROnline.com/photos, so check that out.
Well, actually, I was there live, so I didn't watch it on TV.
Oh, really?
Master Timothy in the chat room, by the way. So big ups to the WZR Army in the chat room.
No doubt, buddy. How was the live atmosphere? Pretty good.
Oh yeah, definitely, of course. I mean, but I do have one gripe, man. I'll be honest with you guys. So we tailgated all day, and I wanted to get to the WWE store. And there was like an hour and a half wait just to get in. So, I ended up going there with my brothers and shit. Like, when WrestleMania started, we went, during the bullshit matches. And everything was sold out, man. I tried getting the arena shirts. Everything was sold out. It was crazy, man.
How big? How big was that store? Was it? I mean, did they piece together like an actual store?
Yeah. No, it was definitely on point. They did a good job with it. It was huge. And on top of that, they also had the merchandise stands around the arena and stuff like that. But the store itself, yeah, definitely very big.
Was it like going to Target, only it was a WWE store?
You know what? Let's put it like this. It was probably like half the size of Target, or like a quarter the size. But it's definitely like twice or three times the size of like a mall store. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's awesome, dude. Did they have like?
But everything. Okay. Yeah, but everything was sold out. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys props and thank you very much for all the news line this weekend and this past week and stuff like that. So I'll keep listening, but thanks for taking my phone call. Take care, guys.
All right, dude. I appreciate the support, my man. Definitely appreciate it. If you guys want to call up, it's 518-712-3070. We put the rapid fire segment up as well on Facebook, facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR. Go over there and check that out. This is an overseas call? Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
It is Rumple Foreskin. What's going on, gentlemen?
Wow, it's been a long time.
I had to call.
Wow, it's been a long time since we've heard from you, bro.
Yeah, job prospects changed, and it kind of kept me away from the show for a while.
Yeah, man. What's going on?
Oh, nothing much. I gotta give, I guess not WWE credit, but fans credit. Boy, can they sure turn that terrible Raw into an awesome show, because those chants last night were absolutely astounding.
You know what I was thinking, Boone? Last night, I mean, somebody brought that up on Facebook, too, where if it wasn't for the crowd chants, I don't know if that would have been a good Raw, dude, but the crowd chants...
See, that's what Ryan, you had told me after the show, we were talking after the show when it was completely over. You had said, what an amazing Raw, or what an awesome Raw, or something like that. And I responded to you, I said, I think the word to best describe Raw was fun. I said it was a fun Raw. And I said, considering the fact that they had to rewrite it at the last minute because of The Rock's injury, and they had to scrap Brock Lesnar completely off the show, The Rock off the show, they didn't have CM Punk, so they weren't, and Triple H, they weren't working with much. So, considering all that, it was a good show, but it was really a fun show because of that crowd, and that's the reason it was such an entertaining show.
I agree with that. I mean, it was like you didn't want it to end, man, and the chants didn't really come alive.
You were jealous that you weren't there too. You really wanted to be there so bad.
That was, I would say, probably.
It was really Orton and Sheamus matches where it really started.
Right, and then from that point on, for the remainder of the show, they just kept it up. It was crazy, man. It was nutty. It was awesome.
The one thing that really made me laugh the most was they were chanting for guys that weren't even there, like RVD and X-Pac, and that's what really just sparked my interest about it and really made me laugh and smile.
Yeah, and they were chanting.
What was really funny about that, too, with the announcing on the TV, I mean, the people in the building couldn't hear it, but on the TV, they were chanting RVD, and the announcers at this point, by the time they got to the RVD chants, they had to acknowledge the chanting because it was just nonstop and so random. And they were just like pretty much act like they couldn't hear it. And when the RVD chant happened, they acted like they didn't know what they were saying. And then immediately after that, they started chanting JBL.
Right.
And they all made a big deal, like, oh, they're chanting for you, JBL. And just a second ago, they couldn't distinguish RVD chants. But then they heard the JBL chants just fine.
Well, but of course they're not going to bring up RVD, who's not under contract. I keep seeing, somebody keeps sending these reports that, like, RVD signed a 2-year contract. I don't know. I think it's like one of those Facebook rumors. You know what I mean, dude? Where people
it's just a rumor that exploded.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they got that picture. They got that picture of him at the Hall of Fame. So now, of course, the rumor mill is going to run rampant with stories about RVD coming to WWE, especially because WWE.com announced it in an article.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not. I mean, he's not under TNA contract anymore, so it's not like they can't put him up on WWE.com. You know, it's like those rumors. I mean, stuff starts on Facebook where like John Cena dies on the set of The Rock's movie. You know, it's like what the fuck, bro? And then people believe the shit, dude. It's crazy. All right, dude. Thanks for the call, bro. It's been a long time.
You mind if I slip one more little thing here?
Do it to it.
I just wanted to get your thoughts on, of course I'm going to ask TNA, I wanted to get your thoughts on them. They rebuilt the old X division again. I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, man.
Everybody coming
Chris
back.
Saban's coming back. Chris Saban's coming back in the near future, so that's cool. And I mean, it's always been good. I mean, what do you mean rebuild? Did they change something about it, Ryan? I'm not even aware.
No, I think people are happy that Petey Williams is back too. In addition to Chris Saban.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Is he the guy that does that fucking flip into a pile driver or whatever the hell move that is?
That's the Canadian Destroyer, bro. That's the sickest move.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Right? That's the sickest finisher in pro wrestling. There's no doubt about it, dude. Sickest finisher in pro wrestling. If you guys want to call up, man, it's 518-573. No, that's whoa. I'm about to give out my cell phone number. 518-712-3070. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What?
Oh shit.
What?
Real quick before we get to the caller, hold on 1 second, dude. If you were in a ring with Petey Williams, would you let him do the Canadian Destroyer too? Would you take that finish?
Well, yeah, if I knew how to take a bump, but I'm not a pro wrestler. Yeah?
I'd be too scared. There'd be no one. I'd be too scared to break my neck or something. Anyways, go ahead.
Oh yeah, dude. This is the guy that can kick everybody's ass in 2 seconds, dude. But he won't take a fucking pro wrestling finisher.
That,
you
that
pussy.
Crazy. I don't want to take that.
You pussy. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, this Lammer Jammer in the chat room.
Hey. How you doing?
Yeah. Good. I was just letting y'all know, y'all doing a good job and stuff, and y'all keep up the good work. But I do gotta ask y'all one question though. Like, what do y'all think about like the future of the world heavyweight title? Because like I'm kind of interested in it, but like, cause since Dolph Ziggler won it, I was thinking that what would they do with that going forward?
Thanks for the call, dude. I appreciate it. It's a good question, man.
What did he say? I couldn't hear him.
He wants to know what the future of the world heavyweight title is now that Dolph Ziggler cashed in. How about the pop for Dolph Ziggler when he came out last night? Right?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was before the Orton Sheamus match where they were crazy. So that was like really right, or am I wrong on the timeline there?
I think it was before the
it
was before the Orton Sheamus match when all the stuff kicked in, man. I think that's where
really when they woke up.
Well, that's
for that whole spot.
That's where the crowd got hot, dude. As Ziggler came out and cashed in, and I told you, man. All right, when he came out, right, and I always think that, all right, the dude's gonna come out, and when he hit the zigzag the first time, and Del Rio kicked out, I said, dude, he's not going to win the title right now. I said, Del Rio kicked out. They're not going to give Ziggler the title. And you kept saying, dude, he's going to win. He's going to win the title. He's going to win the title. And sure enough, dude, he did. But that was quite the tease, dude. I mean, they had me on my feet, dude, thinking, you know what? They're not going to give him the title, dude. They're going to screw him.
I was even telling you. I wasn't just saying, no, he's going to win. He's going to win. I was telling you, like, yo, watch. They're just building suspense. They're making everybody believe, oh shit, he's not going to win, just so that when he does win, it's that much more exciting. It was pretty obvious to me.
Yeah. If you guys are calling up, man, and you don't get through the first time, just keep calling back. Like, if we have somebody on the line, we only have one open phone line, and I can't put you guys on hold. So just keep calling back, and we'll try to get to each and every one of you guys at some point tonight. It's 518-712-3070. Callie, what's going on, brother?
What's happening? Just one quick question. How much longer do you see Brock Lesnar and The Rock being with WWE before they leave them alone?
It's a good question. You know what? We didn't the previous call. We never really answered the question. As far as Dolph Ziggler, who's he gonna feud with? They could do.
He'll feud with Dolph Ziggler. Probably feud with fuck, I just forgot.
They could do Big Show, right? They could do Big Show now. That I think they're gonna do him and Sheamus though. You know.
I think it's gonna be him and Del Rio. Actually, I think they'll still feud for it.
Yeah, the Del Rio Swagger feud is over because they did the rematch last night on Raw, right? You had the WrestleMania rematch. You know what? I think they were gonna.
That was a handicap match, so it wasn't a rematch.
Right. Right, but Zeb Coulter was almost never in the ring, so it was pretty much a rematch.
Yeah, no, he never tagged in actually.
Yeah. So they did that. I don't know if it was on SmackDown the week before or where it was, dude. But there was another handicap match that Zeb Coulter was in. But so, anyways, but
Yeah.
I think that was the
But
blow up.
to answer the question about Lesnar, they got him for another year, right? And he's supposed to be at Extreme Rules. He's supposed to be at SummerSlam, WrestleMania. He's supposed to make all those pay-per-views, right?
They got him for another 2 years. So
2 years.
yeah. If you guys are calling in, you gotta turn those speakers down, because it's gonna fuck you guys up. You're gonna hear a big echo, and it's gonna mess you all up. So if you're calling us live, just turn those speakers down, and then basically call up, ask your question, and then we're gonna hang up on you. Turn the speakers back up to find out the answer. You guys can submit rapid fire questions right now. Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR. We're gonna have SmackDown spoilers here in just a little bit for you. And once again, we're gonna be here. We're gonna come back tomorrow night. We're gonna be here from 8 to 10 Eastern time, and we will run down Raw, WrestleMania. I mean, traffic is so high tonight that we kind of have to stick around. We have to be
And
here.
we could talk about the Hall of Fame too, because everybody will have seen it by then.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, and you said it sucked too. I can't believe it sucks, dude. They had. I mean, they really.
Trust me, it sucks.
Yeah. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, I was wondering if what you guys think. If after last night with the crowd chant, do you think the WWE will start pushing more of the people that the crowd wants to see?
You know what, dude? I mean, when they're in New York or New Jersey, and not only that, but you've got like last night at Raw, you had a mix of European fans, Canadian fans, and American fans, right? All in one building. You know that next week and the week after, you're not going to see another crowd like that. It's going to go back to the same normal, boring WWE crowd that you're used to. Hopefully the Fandango, hopefully that stuff catches on. I mean, if they did it on Raw and they did it on SmackDown, or they do it on SmackDown, right? Hopefully it catches on and people will do it. But you know, as soon as they get out of the Northeast, it's going right back to the lame, boring, dull crowd that you're used to.
I couldn't agree more. I was going to say the same thing. It's the most diehard fans that are in town for WrestleMania from all over the country and all over the world, actually, because they buy the tickets for WrestleMania and then they get Raw the next night as well. Usually, at least the most diehard ones will. You know, our buddy did that, and that's what the diehard fans will do. They want to go to the Raw right after WrestleMania if it's close by.
Right. Caller, you are live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, it's Wake from Canada. How you doing?
Good. How are you? It's been a long time since we've talked to you too, man.
I know. I kind of got bored of wrestling, but this weekend and last night kind of sucked me back in, so I thought I'd come back. But
there you go.
I got booted out by one of your admins for some reason. I don't know why, but
somebody booted you in the chat.
Got banned, dude.
Oh,
we're gonna have to fuck them up, man. I don't know what's going.
They didn't just boot him; they booted him out. You hear that? They booted him out.
I love that accent, dude. It's like the New York accent. Yeah. You know what I mean? Well, it's not anywhere near.
The boot.
Got the boot.
Well, I was just wondering what you guys. I wanted to get your opinion on this Fandango thing, because I was reading that he was kind of being, he's kind of getting like a bad rep backstage. You know, all the big wigs were like kind of low on him, and I thought he was about to get the Tenzai treatment. But now, because of last night, maybe you think that's going to turn around for him, or?
I would wait. One more time.
I'd say he's over like Rover from now on. I mean, he's got the music. That's going to get a reaction no matter what. He's got the obnoxious dancing. That's going to get heat no matter what. Whether it's good heat or bad heat, you can debate that, but it's going to get a reaction. And he can work his ass off. And he's got the thing on the mic that you just played, where he does the Fandango all fucking obnoxiously. That's going to get heat. So I think he's good to go.
I think he is too. I think last night they made him a star.
He was made.
Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see how it carries over next week at Raw. But obviously Vince heard that crowd reaction last night. And like we just got done talking about, though, we'll see what happens the following week. I mean, when WWE comes to Long Island, Zack Ryder is over huge, right? And then they go the following week and it's Zack Ryder's a nobody, you know. So
That's true.
yeah, we'll see what happens. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? TWKUSN05 from the chat room. I was just wondering two questions. First one, what is your opinions on the WWE's annual spring cleaning this year, and what do you guys think is going to go down with the title matches on Thursday for TNA?
TNA's...
That first question's a good one, man. Who's getting cut, man, and when's it happening? WrestleMania's over. Spring cleaning time's coming. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be hearing that, that's for sure. They won't hear it, but that's what's going to happen.
We're going to have...
Look at the list in the chat room. They pretty much listed everybody. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. They're quick, too, man. Sadly, man... Sadly, my guy JTG is probably going to be fired. I mean, listen, guys that aren't being used, right? Guys that haven't been used in quite some time. You've got, like, Kurt Hawkins backstage, right? I don't know about Santino. Santino's one of those guys that they bring him in here and there, you know, and he can be used. He can be like, he's always going to be a jobber, but he's one of the jobbers that may be safe. You know what I mean, dude? Just for the reasons that the gimmick is over. I mean, like, JTG really has no gimmick, right? He's just a nobody. So, gonna be fired, right? Kurt Hawkins, a nobody, has no gimmick, right? But Santino's got, like, the Cobra gimmick, and he's got, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got merchandise, yeah.
And just people that aren't being... Mason Ryan, there you go. Mr. Champ in the chat room. Mason Ryan's another guy where, you know, just never used... shows up on a weekly basis. I know that Triple H.
Yoshitatsu, that's one. There's a bunch of
There's.
I'm surprised at how many jobbers they have. I mean, I just look at some of the people they were naming, and you forget. You forget about half of these people. I mean, like Conor O'Brien, Justin Gabriel, Yoshitatsu, Ezekiel Jackson. Like, you don't see any of these fucking people. Mason Ryan, Alex Riley.
Yeah,
you know,
it's people like that. Alex Riley, I'm telling you, bro, the dude has got so much potential. I mean, when we saw him on TV with The Miz, bro, all I kept saying is, this dude's got it, man. He's got charisma, dude. He was good on the microphone when they gave him time. Not the best in-ring worker, dude, but I mean, he hasn't really been given an opportunity to go out there and have good matches, man. He's just nothing but a dark match jobber, you know? But when he spoke on the microphone, he was good. His facial expressions were great. He just needed a little bit more work in the ring, and he's one of those guys that they're not even giving him an opportunity to showcase his talent, you know? Yoshitatsu, like you said, is another guy who's a great worker, dude. I mean, before he came over from Japan, he was a big star. He was a big star out that way. It's the same thing with, like, Tenzai, dude. Tenzai was a main eventer as Giant Bernard over in Japan. Jobbed out, dude. Remember the vignettes that they aired for him when he was coming in, that he was going to be this monster, he was going to be this beast that, you know, and then they were going to have him feud with John Cena, right? And they fucked up. Yeah. Look at him now, bro. Look at him now.
Yeah, they did the same thing with Brodus Clay. They did all those videos where he's going to be a badass fucking monster, and then he comes out dancing and fucking he's a comedy act for kids. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy. You know what? We never answered Kelly's question either. Brock Lesnar basically signed a 2-year contract with WWE, but it's going to be limited dates, just like the current contract. They, he was backstage at Raw last night. You know what? We'll talk about The Rock for a second and what happened yesterday. Basically, Rock was injured at WrestleMania, and the injury is apparently legit, all right? The problem I have with it is he flew home on Sunday night, booked a flight late Sunday night, then went and saw personal WWE doctors down in Miami, Florida, is where he went. Saw personal trainers, got diagnosed down there, and then didn't notify WWE. WWE didn't even know that he had flown back to Miami. I think their hope was, or Rock's hope was that he was going to go to Miami, was going to be fine, and then fly back up for Raw. But to not notify on a TV taping day, on a Monday Night Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania, and you're telling me WWE management doesn't find out until 3 o'clock in the afternoon that Rock's not going to make it to the show? How about a phone call? How about a phone call by Rock to say, hey, listen, I'm down in Miami. How about doing that at like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning? Not, or even telling WWE that you were going to leave. Hey, listen, I'm going to fly back to Miami. I may not be back for Raw. They went into Raw and didn't know that Rock wasn't going to be there until 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
If that's the case, I mean, I didn't know that was the case. I find it hard to believe, but if that's true, that's pretty irresponsible of The Rock, because it seems like a pretty professional guy. But I think a bigger story as far as wrestling fans are concerned and how this affects them, Rock being injured. If you look at it, I mean, thankfully he's going to go forward with whatever movie, what is it, G.I. Joe, Hercules, that he's doing or whatever. But I mean, this could have affected that entire production. And last year, after WrestleMania, his match with John Cena, he had the leg thing. Remember, he had the leg injury or whatever. That he tore the muscle on his leg or whatever, and almost got injured when Cena did the leg drop to his neck off the top rope. This year, he comes out with a torn abductor, torn abs, a fucking hernia. Every time he wrestles, it seems John Cena, he gets injured. Now, let's not forget he had 2 matches with CM Punk, and he was completely fine. So maybe the common denominator is John Cena is just a shit worker that hurts people. But, the fact that he's been hurt in 2 of his fucking, high-profile matches has got to make Hollywood people like, yo, quit fucking going doing that wrestling shit.
But
you're going to end up screwing up our whole gig here, millions of dollars.
Well, and that's what people are worried about too. And listen, I mean that may be part of the reason that Rock flew immediately back to Miami, as he knows he's got this Hercules role coming up, and you know that he makes like $30-40 million per movie, which is way more than what he makes in WWE. So it was almost like a fuck you, WWE, I'm going to get this checked out. And then the only problem I have is to not notify them until 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the post-Raw after WrestleMania, when you know the TV's booked by then. I mean, pretty much the main script, and they edit stuff almost all the way up until showtime sometimes, but the main stuff is done by 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then they start filming the vignettes and the backstage segments at, during the evening hours. So basically the stuff is posted, the wall board that they have, right? Where everything's posted backstage at the TV tapings, and then guys have a couple of hours to view, their storylines, what kind of promos they have to cut, and then they have to go and cut those promos, especially if they're pre-taped stuff, and that stuff's done by 3 or 4 o'clock. So it just seemed odd that, we gave him such late notice. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up? Hello? Got nervous. Hung up. You guys can get to our live chat room, WZROnline.com. /chat, WZROnline.com /chat. Get there, lots and lots of people. Our apologies, guys, for the production issues tonight. We had some problems in hour number 1. We're going to come back tomorrow night, 8 to 10 Eastern Time. We're going to give you guys a full rundown of WrestleMania from Sunday night and Monday Night Raw from last night. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, what up, Ryan? What up, Matt?
What's going on, buddy?
Just here chilling, enjoying the hot weather, man.
Hot weather. Where you at?
I'm in Union City, New Jersey.
Oh, man, you know what? They were talking about that on the news tonight, where it's 50 degrees up here in Albany, where I am, and 2 hours south of here, down by you, it was like 83 degrees or something crazy today.
It's fucking ridiculous. Let me tell you, because I produce music, and I was in the middle of a music production today, and everything was fine, like, it was about, 65, 70 maybe? Bro, out of nowhere, shit just got hot. Like, it got real.
Yeah,
Crazy.
no, that's what they were saying, man. Just a couple hours south. It's crazy that you guys are only 2 hours south of here, and here you guys are 80 degrees, and we're like 50, 40, 48 or something was the high today, but whatever. Screw it.
Damn. But, listen, two things, brother. Number one, I believe that if we have more crowds like the one we had yesterday, bro, New York, New Jersey, I mean, okay, the European people that attended, the Canadians that attended, all that aside, I mean, we have a voice, and we usually tell them, you know, WWE, when we go to these events, we tell them what we like, what we don't like, who we don't like, and I think if all 48 other states watching last night, if they watched, listened, and learned, I think we could make a difference as far as the product. And the last thing I gotta say,
people.
Matty B, you there, Matty B?
Matty B's here. Yeah, he's here.
What up, brother? Listen, shout out to you, and you can kick Ryan's ass in 2 seconds.
Oh, yo, this motherfucker. See, I was doing small.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Let me get him, Matty.
Oh, Jesus, dude. Yo, see, I break small talk with this guy. I try to talk about the weather. You know what I mean, dude? We're having a good conversation.
Funny, yeah.
And then he comes out and he says,
I'm a big fan.
yeah, that's a heel turn and a half, brother. That's a heel turn and a half right there. Get the fuck out of here, man. You believe that shit, man? Get out of here. I try to be real nice to him, and then he says, "Yo, I got one more thing to say. Matty Boone could kick your ass in 2 seconds, motherfucker."
That's funny, Ryan says, yo, I was even making small talk with you about the fucking weather. Fuck you.
Man, yo, I got trolled right there, bro. I got trolled.
You got fucking Rick rolled, man.
Wow, man. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What up?
What up, Carson Boone? It's Rygo.
Rygo, my man, brother.
Yeah.
I appreciate everything you did, man. That was awesome for you to bring the sign. And you were all over the place, bro. You went to I heard Ring of Honor was sick on Thursday.
Ring of Honor was ridiculous.
Yeah, no doubt. What about what was it, Pro Wrestling Syndicate? Was that on Thursday?
Yeah, Pro Wrestling Syndicate, and yeah, I got to meet Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volkov, a whole bunch of people. Rock and Roll Express. New Jack was there. He has a retirement match on Friday. Necro Butcher.
You know what, dude? I didn't order the iPay-per-view. I put up the video. I've been on your page, man. I've been going to your page like crazy because you got photos up and you got videos and stuff like that. The title change, I didn't expect that with Jay Briscoe taking out Steen.
No way. I mean, we didn't expect it, and I sent you that video. You can hear me scream, like, no way. The guy next to me, I didn't know him. He just gave me a big hug, and we're jumping up and down. And it was crazy.
You were a mark, dude. I'm watching this video, and he's like, no way, he did it, oh my God. Check this out, listen. I don't mean to embarrass you, bro, but I gotta, let me put this up. Check this, listen to Rygow here, check it out. One more time. One more.
I have two of those Long Island
I set the phone down for 2 seconds. What was that clip you kept playing? Rygow saying what?
You didn't hear it, dude? You didn't hear it? Wait a minute.
I heard the clip, but what was it of?
That's awesome. It was Jay Briscoe, man, defeating Kevin Steen. You know what? I would have been right there.
Oh my fucking God, was he marking out?
He said, "Oh my God, he did it! He did it!" I would have been right there with you, though. I never expected that, man, because Briscoes being the tag team that they are, one of the most over tag teams in Ring of Honor, and then to have Jay Briscoe come out and win the Ring of Honor title, I mean, nobody expected that, right? In the Hammerstein Bar, nobody could have expected that.
No, nobody, because I was talking to a couple of people in the area. See, like, my voice is all shot from 4 days of screaming. But yeah, no, that was the general consensus, is that Steen was going to go over, and when all the scum started to come out, and then he turned on Matt Hardy, that got such a huge pop when he kicked Matt Hardy and threw him out of the ring.
Yeah,
But yeah, nobody expected it to happen.
How was what about the Hall of Fame, man? I saw the video with Trish Stratus. That, man, I gotta tell you, that seems a little bit over the top, man. Where people just, I mean, she was trying. She was like, listen, she even tried to make jokes about it, and the crowd just kept shitting all over her. It was like, yo, enough, It seemed like they were disrespectful a little bit.
Yeah, after a while, I got a bit enough. Like, I didn't mind when they booed Maria Menounos, because, who are you? You're not a wrestler. Well, what did you ever do? And I didn't mind when they booed Trump out of the building. Holy shit, did they boo him out of the building? But Trish, after a while, was a bit disrespectful. Like, she worked for this.
Yeah, no, it just seemed like it. I mean, as soon as she brought up the husband, I think by the end, weren't they were chanting Ron or something like that, the husband's name, right? I think. Maybe not. I wasn't there.
Oh, dude,
I don't think so.
It's a good thing he was there, because when you see the TV version, it's fucking butchered compared to what you guys are saying. It's so quick. All she does is mention thanking Ron for being with her through this journey, and then everybody boos, and it's not even that bad, the booing on TV. And she tells Ron, everybody's booing you right now. And then she says one line, and they all cheer like he's a fucking hero, and he smiles, and then she continues talking about being pregnant, shows off her belly, and that's it. Boom,
well, the video that Rygao had on his page that we put up on the website, I mean, it was like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minutes long, something like that, and it was just like, she kept trying to, you guys are mean, or I don't, it just kept going on and on and on, and it was like, wait a minute, man, you know what I mean? It was, I don't know.
I actually have 2 videos of Backlund kind of going nuts if you want them.
Do you? I heard.
I'm sure
yeah,
that
dude, I have to see those. You got to put those up, because Backlund's TV thing is that you don't see McMahon come get him off the stage. You don't see none of that.
Well, what did McMahon do? McMahon came out, and did he come right up to him, or was he in the back?
He kind of like tiptoed out, but like, when like somebody tiptoes out knowing that they're completely seen anyway, like you really play up the tiptoeing. He did that, whispered in Backlund's ear, and then I got him tiptoeing away.
Did it seem like he was? Did it seem like he was pissed off? Because it seemed like, I mean, from the reports that came out, I mean, Backlund was just nonstop batshit crazy.
He cut a Mr. Backlund kind of promo where he just gets like irate over things, and like, remember when he came back to beat Bret Hart, he cut a promo like that. He'd just be talking normal and then scream into the microphone.
Yeah.
And at one point, I don't know if he was angry at somebody in the audience, but he like walked away from the podium and he was like pointing, and I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was like screaming.
Didn't he say something? He wanted to put over Colt Cabana, and he called him Anthony Cabana or something like that.
No, he had some guy in the audience that he was trying to put over.
Oh.
And it wasn't Colt Cabana. It was just some random up-and-coming guy. I think he was a Greco-Roman wrestler. Like a collegiate wrestler or something like that. He was rambling, so it was really like, by that time I was like, what the hell is this guy talking about?
He was telling, he said Mr. H hired this man, and he was talking about some amateur wrestler, that like a local amateur wrestler in the crowd or something that was there at the Hall of Fame. And they showed that on the TV. You see that, but you don't see the Vince stuff at the end, and you only get little. You can tell he was crazy because it's like a highlight package of his induction speech, but you'd have to see the full thing to enjoy it, I'm sure, because all you see is like random clips of him saying "Never give up," screaming that shit, and then like talking to Mr. H about the wrestler, and it's just like a highlight package.
So if you were Rygout, if you were Vince McMahon, right, and you're backstage and you're watching this, and then you come out and you have to whisper in his ear, was it the kind of speech that you would think Vince was pissed off about, or just basically, dude, wrap it up and get the fuck off the stage?
Well, I mean, I think it's a little of both, because Vince gets pissed about weird things, but it's something where, like, you sat there, and anybody who has half common sense was like, all right, something isn't completely right, because he was, like, over the top, but it wasn't, like, happy over the top, but it wasn't necessarily that he was angry. It was more like he was cutting a promo, but he could have just been crazy. But,
what about like?
Came out with a smile though. So
what about like drunk or drugs, or was it just Backlund?
That's just Backlund.
Right.
I think it was just Backlund, because it reminded me just of a promo from him back in the day. That's the best way that I can try to relate it. It was almost an identical promo from what he used to cut when he would just snap in the ring and then cross-face chicken wing Bret Hart.
Yeah. Well, on Saturday we did the pre-show, and if you remember, we were talking about the Hall of Fame, and you were asking what I expected from each of the people. I straight said Bob Backlund's going to be the 2013 version of the Iron Sheik. It's going to be the crazy fucking babbling psycho induction speech, and it sounds like that's exactly what it was.
Oh, it was. Booker's was really nice, and Trunk got put out of the building.
And
Foley's was funny. He told Hacksaw to stand up. And he told people, he goes, please get the camera on both of us so we can prove that there's actually two of us, because apparently they've gotten confused over the years, Hacksaw and Foley.
Yeah.
So,
no doubt. So anything else, dude? I mean, it was a good weekend for you, huh?
Yeah, Mania really didn't come across as loud as it was in the stadium. I don't know if it was bad mic placement or what, but perfect example is during the Daniel Bryan match, you don't hear the chants at all. It was deafening. Yes, yes, yes. From the moment the music hit, none of that came over the PA system. So I don't know if it was badly mic'd or what, because I saw all your comments about how the crowd sounded dead. Crowd wasn't dead. It's just that, like, we were cold, bro. It was 40 degrees.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I heard a rumor about John Cena in the main event that, especially for his entrance, that they actually muted the mics when he came out so that the fucking loud chorus of boos wouldn't be as drastic on the pay-per-view telecast. Like, I heard they controlled the volume of that. So.
You know what? You're 100% right, because I had my camera out. Somebody had asked to get a live sound of what that sounded like. And it was real loud, and I missed the very beginning, and then it got lower. And I was like, there's no way New York City got lower. Like, the yes chants were louder than the boo chants. And everybody I could see had their hands over their mouth yelling, so.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So last question, man. How's it feel to be on WWE.com?
Bro, when you tagged me in that, I had literally just got home from a real shit day at work. That was like the best feeling ever. And then when I saw I was on there for my 20 and 0 sign that makes, for my 20 and 1 sign that makes me an idiot.
Oh, let's talk about it. Wait a minute. Let's talk about that, man. I forgot about that, man. That whole 20 and 1 thing we were talking about.
He did not bring a 20 and 1 sign.
Yes, he did.
Bills fan, you know about sticking with your team and shit. I knew Punk was gonna lose. Jesus.
Oh,
but
man.
The fan in me was like, I gotta root for my guy.
forever with a 20 and 1 sign.
It is. It's up there. He's got. I think it's like it's photo number 13 and photo 27. I think they have them grouped up. It's like 10 through 15, 15 through 20, something like that. I don't know how they do it, but you're on at least 2 of them, man. I haven't gone through the whole gallery. Somebody sent me an email and said the WZR Army is on WWE.com. They said go check out Pick 27, and then I saw, the sign and it was you, so I put it up on Facebook. But that's awesome, dude. Listen, man, I cannot thank you guys enough, man. You and Punker and all of you guys, man. You guys know each other outside of the radio show. It seems like you guys know each other on Facebook and everything else,
Well, I was telling you earlier too. Rygal's the man, bro. He got the picture with Dixie Carter wearing our T-shirt. One of like 3 people that fucking actually got a T-shirt, by the way. And then he's got the signs at WrestleMania. Motherfuckers all over the place. Talking about a soldier for the army.
No, there's a lot more than you realize, Boone. Is I see it on Facebook where Rygal and Punker in the chat room and all these guys that are here in the chat room.
Can't forget Dino UK.
Dino UK is another one, man. I think Dino even has his own radio show, that he does. And all these guys know each other.
Yeah,
what is it?
I've been on that show. It's like British Wrestling UK something. I don't know, some England shit.
Yeah, British Wrestling. What is it? BWR?
British Wrestling Radio. You guys were on, I believe, this 24-hour show.
That's what it was. That's what it
there
was.
You go.
Yeah, no doubt. So, yeah, he's got his own radio show, and all you guys know each other outside of WZR Radio, which is awesome, man. You know what I mean? And the amount of, the plugs that you guys do on your Facebook and Twitter and everything else, and bringing the signs, bro, I cannot thank you enough. I don't say it nearly enough, dude, but you guys are fucking awesome, man. I appreciate it.
The one sign I made that didn't make TV, it said Boone is better than Clark. And I'll leave you guys at that.
Did you really do that sign?
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Yeah. Yeah, see? This is the second time.
You got any pictures? Any pictures of just you holding the sign, like outside the arena or fucking at home before you had anything?
No, I went by myself, bro, so it was hard to take pictures. Like, nobody else could afford a $900 ticket, so.
Man.
God, that'd be so fucking funny to see that sign. He said he was going to do that, Ryan. I said, no, you idiot. Motherfucker took a Boone is greater than Clark's sign.
I'm gonna leave you with this, Rygal.
I am gonna
click
your skinny fat ass.
You motherfucker. You son of a bitch.
He does a big 10-minute thank you speech, and then the second he hears Boone fucking gets put over a little bit, he says, "You're fired. Fuck you."
Yo, I can't believe it, man. That's twice tonight, bro. That's twice tonight.
That one, he looped you in for 10 minutes and had you kissing his ass, and then said, "Yo, Boone's better than you."
Man, dude, Ryan Clark can't get no love around here tonight, dude. It's all about Boone, man. It's all about callers are turning heel left and right on me tonight, dude. Somebody's gonna call up and say, you know what? Fuck this Matt Boone cat. Fuck this guy. This guy ain't nobody, dude.
It'll be a little kid with fucking Down syndrome, and his parents will yell at me next week. That's what'll happen.
Man, that's man. I got owned twice tonight. That's cool though. All right, let's do some rapid fire questions. God damn it, bro! Every time people tag me on Facebook, there's got to be a way to turn this off where people, they tag you.
Oh yeah, and then I hate that too.
They do. It's man, it shows up on my wall.
All right, man. Hall of Fame in 10 minutes, dude.
All right, no doubt. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Yo, what's up, Ryan? What's up, Matt?
How you doing? You're not gonna turn heel on me, are you?
Well, no, I'll just say it right off the bat. Matt can kick your ass in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, dude. All right.
No, but I did have a question. I came on late, but with the whole Ryback and John Cena thing last night, if they start a feud, it's going to be two, a face against a face. I mean, obviously John Cena would probably be the heel, right? I mean, what do you guys think about that? Ain't nobody got time for
the heel. If there's a heel, it'll be a heel by default. It's whoever the crowd decides to cheer for as opposed to cheer against. But Ryan, what do you think the chances of that's a triple threat, or is it definitely going to be Cena Ryback? And if so, I do have to say real quick before you give your thoughts, the fucking pop that Ryback got last night, and that whole little scenario that ended Raw, a lot of people didn't seem to like it too. I thought it was so badass, and then the crowd definitely made the moment, but it was really cool. I thought it was really, really cool.
You guys are assholes tonight. What's your question?
That was there right off the bat.
What's the question? What are you asking me?
Well, I backed Cena. He said, who's going to be the heel? Would Cena have to be the heel because of two faces? What do you think of that?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh. Look at Ryan lashing back at everybody because they love me more. Fucking dry your eyes and answer the question, you fucking pussy.
All right, one more time. What's the question again?
I'm not repeating the question. Fucking dick, that's the question.
All right, let's rapid fire question. Something about a John Cena heel turn. I don't know. The Cena's not going heel, dude. Everybody wants it to happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. I really don't, All right, rapid fire. We got 10 minutes, and then we got to get out of here. We're gonna come back tomorrow night, 8 to 10 Eastern time, for the normal WZR radio show. We'll run down WrestleMania from Sunday night and Monday Night Raw from last night. Ranjit Kahal, that's another dude that I forgot to thank. He's been sending a ton of news in to us, which has been awesome, dude. You've been a big help over WrestleMania, man. Really appreciate it. Do you think we'll get The Shield versus Taker and Team Hell No at Extreme Rules? Yeah, man. We put that up on the website. They kind of teased that last night. Taker's going to be around through Extreme Rules, and then you probably won't see him for months and months again.
Yeah.
Ian Jones, can you guys do a 3-hour show tomorrow, 7 to 10 Eastern time? Man, I don't know. I don't know about that. 3 hours?
I mean, I know we'll have enough material to go 3 hours, but who wants to, I don't know. When you schedule a 3-hour show, it's intimidating. When you start, you're like, man, we got to fill 3 hours, so it kind of doesn't get good until like an hour and a half into the show, and by that point, people give up on it and tune out.
Yeah. Mac McCord, the PWSforums.com admin, man. He wants me to plug that, and no doubt. That's the official forums of WZR Radio, of ProWrestlingScoops.com, of TNAWrestlingNews.com. Lots and lots of members over there. It's a good staff. I got an awesome admin in Mac. PWSforums.com. If you guys are into forums, I'm telling you, man, check it out. Women galleries and WWE and TNA news. PWSforums.com. Ben.
Yeah, I'm still laughing earlier. That fucking caller called, and you said, "Yeah, you're not gonna turn heel on me, are you?" He said, "No, I'll just tell you straight off the bat. Who's better than you?"
I know.
That was fucking awesome. That caller ruled.
3 of them, man. That's 3 of them tonight, man.
I didn't even see that one coming. I popped for that one. He got me to pop.
Caller, you live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, Ryan and Matt, this is Kurt. How you guys doing tonight?
I could be better, man. The callers are being mean to me tonight, but it's all good.
Yeah. Well, we certainly can't have that.
No.
Listen, this is actually the first WrestleMania that I missed in a long time. I was in the hospital, so Ryan, I appreciated all your updates.
Thank
Quick
you.
question: Do you think that Taker is going to do at least one more WrestleMania? You think he's got one more in him?
Yeah, I do. John Cena came out today to somebody asked him. I don't know when the interview was recorded, but he said that WrestleMania 30 we're more than likely going to see Taker. You know what? I mean, it's not like he's working a full-time schedule these days. You know what I mean? Where he comes in, he works one match. And a lot of people don't know this. We actually put up photos a couple of months ago where Taker's got a full-sized ring and a gym and all the stuff he needs in his home where he can train in his off time, So when
he's only got to get in shape for one match a year. That doesn't. I mean, when you got the entire year to get in shape for one match, as long as you stay injury free and healthy and everything like that, it's doable. I mean, as banged up as he is, it's not easy, but it's doable.
I mean, Taker's he's closing in on 50. I mean, granted, okay, Hogan's still out there. A lot of the oldies are still out there, but Taker's out of all the old timers, Taker's the one who seems to get the most pops from the crowd. Always.
Yeah.
Not only the most pops from the crowd, but nobody will deny that. It's for a reason too. I mean, like you said, at that age, look at Hogan. Look at the last how many WrestleManias Undertaker's match was the best match in the card. I'd say this year, him and Punk probably stole the show as well. So I mean, like every year, he got the best match work rate right in the card, and he's 50 fucking years old, like you said. He's beat up his shit, and he still gets it done. And he's 7 feet tall. If I forget too, he's a rare athlete.
All right. Hey, Ryan, I'm going to put you on the spot here, my friend.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, the Taker-Punk match this year, can you compare it to the last 2 matches that Taker had with Triple H and HBK?
No, I don't
How
think.
can you compare those matches?
I don't think the one this year was as good, man. A lot more sloppy. I even put that up on Facebook, man. The last 2 years with Triple H and Shawn Michaels, I thought were better matches. But I
think
mean,
you'd almost do it in a row. The first Shawn Michaels match was the best. The second Shawn Michaels match was the second best. Technically the second Triple H match because they had one at 17. But the first Triple H match recently was the third best. The second was the fourth best, and then CM Punk would be the fifth best. But it's still the best match on the show, whether it's getting less quality compared to his own match the previous year. It's still the best match out of every match on each show in a given year.
all right, you think we can do these in one-word answers so we can get everybody in 5 minutes, man? Because there are almost 50 of these things, man. So we're gonna get to as many as we can. If we don't answer your question tonight, guys, come back tomorrow night, 8 to 10 Eastern time. We're gonna do rapid fire again and just re-ask them tomorrow night, and I promise we'll get to all of you guys. Ben Binger, what did you guys think of the chants on Raw? Awesome.
Awesome.
Jason McGee, Fandango is over like Red Rover, and what do you think Vince was doing when he heard the crowd? He enjoyed it, man. He knows that people come from all over the world post WrestleMania. He liked it.
Yeah, if it wasn't WrestleMania time and a New York crowd, he probably would have hated it because of those two things. He loved it. So.
Steven Grabeik, what were your overall impressions of Raw last night? Awesome. We're going to talk about it tomorrow night. What, are you serious, bro?
Did that make it on the air?
It made it on the air. You really put the fucking telephone up to your asshole, dude, and farted in the phone.
Right up. Well, it's actually near my nut bag because I'm sitting down. But yeah, right up to my ass.
Jesus Christ, dude. Kyle Brooks. Would I don't even know how to say her name. Would you tap Layla? I can't say her name, but yes, I would, man. She's hot, and she gave WZROnline.com a shout out on Twitter. And Hulk Hogan gave a shout out to WZROnline.com. I don't believe so, but
no, I know we fucking mugged his ass on Twitter last year, but that's what I remember about Hogan and WZR.
Glenn Tyler DeViller, can I get unbanned? I accidentally chanted your name too much. Yeah, I'll unban. I'll take everybody off the bans list, man. Tomorrow night. Come back tomorrow night, 8 to 10.
You're gonna want to ban this guy. The president in the chat says Boone's fart can kick Ryan's ass in 2 seconds.
Oh Jesus, dude! You guys are just beating me up tonight, man. I'm beat up. Glenn Gonzalez, how do you feel about Fandango's newfound push? We'll see what happens next week, man. Just remember, it's not gonna be the same crowd every week, man. It's they're gonna die off, man. It's not gonna be that same crowd. Craig Skims, this is to both Ryan and Boom. What was your favorite chant last night? I'd say the cotton candy or the pretzel guy or the We Are Awesome chants.
We Are Awesome was my favorite when they were just talking about how awesome they were as fans. Like I was like, damn, now they're the center of the show. That's great.
Twist Gaming, do you agree that Raw was better than WrestleMania 29, and how would you rate it from a 1 to 10? WrestleMania, 4 out of 10. Get the joke?
WrestleMania, I'd say was like a 7. Yeah.
I thought it was mediocre at best, and maybe a 4 out of 10 or 3 out of 10.
Oh, Brett, stop it. Behave.
All right. Let's see. Chris Ward, how long do you think Vince keeps the title on Ziggler? It all depends on crowd reactions, man. And he was way over last night. We'll see if that continues. He's been over in recent weeks, no matter where they go. So hopefully, a couple of months at least.
It all depends on creative plans, storylines. If they need a belt for a certain feud, then he's not going to hold it long. Hopefully they don't, and hopefully he gets a nice run. We'll see. Jordan
the Champ Paveo is RVD re-signing with WWE. There's rumors on Facebook. They haven't been confirmed. 2-year deal with WWE. I'm pretty sure they're false. Paul Koronikowski. Hey Clark. Hey Boone. WZR rules. Great show. So is Ziggler. So is Ziggler going to defend his title against Del Rio and Swagger, or just one of them? We think Del Rio, man, or no, Del Rio's a babyface. So I don't know who'd you say Ziggler's next feud was, or Ziggler's still a heel. Del Rio would be the babyface. Yeah, probably Del Rio. Yeah, they'll do a rematch. Sean Barnes, will Brock Lesnar face the Undertaker? There's been talk of doing it at WrestleMania next year.
I think it'll actually be John Cena and Undertaker next year, and Brock and Rock. We'll see.
Christopher Brown, after WrestleMania and before Raw, I heard from 2 different sources on Facebook that RVD signed a 2-year deal. Not true. Tycho, RC, Koderic, Ryan, cool as shit, Clark. Do you think, did you know that Matt Boone is one badass dude? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Chris Ross, is Taker ever going to have a last match at Mania? Don't you think it should be against Cena? Yeah, probably. You know, he's their top guy, and we'll see what happens next year.
Yeah.
Anthony Remy, the dude that sent the video. I sent money for a T-shirt in the mail, so look out for that. I got your money, dude. It came yesterday, I believe.
Did you really sell more shirts again?
Wow. I got 6
people's
money so far, so we'll see what happens, man. I'll send them out. Send them out this week. It's 10 o'clock Eastern time. That's it. That's all we got time for. Tune over to the USA Network right now. Let me get my TV up. Told you guys they're going to be out of here right at 10. So we'll go to the USA Network here. Black screen. Here we go. This is it. All right. We're going to be back here Tuesday night, guys. Or not Tuesday night. Tonight's Tuesday. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. 8 to 10 Eastern time, guys. We're going to do our normal show.
We're just bullshitting tonight. Tomorrow's the real deal.
Yeah, we're going to run down WrestleMania from Sunday. We're going to talk about our predictions, everything else. At least we were able to get on here tonight. If you guys like what you heard tonight, come back tomorrow night. I'm going to plug this on the website, so I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put reminders on the website that we're going to do our WrestleMania show tomorrow night, 8 to 10 Eastern time. That will do it for Matt Boone.
That's me.
This is Ryan Clark.
That's him.
Saying see ya tomorrow night. Same place, same time. WZROnline.com. Look for SmackDown spoilers. We didn't get to do those tonight. We're going to put them up on the website right now, so be on the lookout for those. See you guys tomorrow night, 8 to 10 Eastern time. Same place, same time. WZROnline.com. 10/2013. Take 2, baby. Take 2. Gonna try this again. A WrestleMania special. And talking Raw from last night as well. I'm Ryan Clark. He's Matt Boone. And we're going to be here until 10 o'clock Eastern time. Talking, like I said, WrestleMania from Sunday night, Monday Night Raw from Monday night. Matty Boone. What's going on, brother?
Motherfucking hey now. How we doing? Take 2, like you said. Let's get it right this time.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we don't have any problems like we did last night. You know, I was just thinking about it today, before we came on the air here. I mean, last night my internet went down right at 8 o'clock, right before we came on live. We had problems with the chat room where none of that stuff was working. The room got closed down. And then, in addition to that, my headset, the USB port thing, wasn't working yesterday. Everything shit the bed right before 8 o'clock Eastern time yesterday, and it's our biggest show of the year, man. It was our WrestleMania show. There were over 100 people in the chat room.
That's what I was just about to say. The tragic part is numbers were probably twice as much yesterday as they were today, and you would assume out of that many people listening, we've had numbers bigger, but you would assume with it being WrestleMania that a lot of them were first-time listeners, and it just sucks. I wish they could hear tonight because I'm planning on doing a good show, whereas yesterday we even said straight out, well, we're already here. We might as well stay on the air and just fucking answer questions and stuff. We'll do the real show today, as we said, but so many people were listening, and it was a fucking train wreck, so that's what happened.
That's what it was, dude. I mean, I didn't really want to be here last night after all those technical issues, but there were so many people that I figured, you know what, if we stick around for a little bit, maybe people will like what they hear, and then they'll come back tonight, or they'll come back every Tuesday night, you know what I mean? I mean, there's more people.
Well, that too, and I was so goddamn tired yesterday. Yesterday was like my catch-up on sleep, or maybe I should say rest, because I didn't really sleep all day, but I did try and rest as much as possible. But after that atrocious work weekend, I was just so fucking blah yesterday that I was almost in a way happy that we had those problems, because I knew for a fact I wasn't going to be able to bring the ruckus.
Yo, speaking of sleep, dude, I mean, last week, man, it started, you had the TV tapings Monday night. There was nothing last Tuesday, and then after Monday night, either late Monday night or Tuesday morning, everybody flew into New York City, New Jersey, right?
Yep.
And then you started the media because WWE opens up pretty much all of their
Yeah.
talents to.
It was
to
on
media.
from that day until now. Like, it hasn't calmed down at all.
It's been nonstop. But you know what? I mean, today traffic is right back to normal levels. It's crazy, man. Because during WrestleMania, I mean, traffic is double. I mean, WrestleMania night traffic is it's at least double what we normally get on a daily basis. And today we're right back to normal. So it's like everybody comes. They're here for WrestleMania. They're here for the lead in to WrestleMania, and then they're here for Monday Night Raw, and then the SmackDown, and then the SmackDown tapings on Tuesday night, and then when it goes back to Wednesday after WrestleMania is over, everybody disappears, and we're right back to normal
I can
traffic.
tell you from experience that, like, cause I from the last 7-8 years, I've been what you'd call probably a casual fan, where I'm not like watching every week. You know, I do for work, but I don't watch it as a fan, and that's a completely different way of watching a show. But I can tell you from my own experience that, like, to relate to what you were just saying, the people come, then they go after Tuesday. Every year, that's what I would do. If I wasn't, like, the last several years, I wasn't really a fan, so I would tune in around WrestleMania, like the last Raw or two before Mania, see what's going on, watch Mania, watch the Raw afterwards, and just kind of see where the business is. And if I like what I see, I stick around. If I don't, I go away. And I assume that's what a lot of other fans do this time of year.
Hey, did you not to I mean, I'm gonna switch gears real quick, but in Atlanta, Georgia today, right? There was a call that somebody needed, medical assistance, right? So the fire department responded, and when they got there, this deranged man took all 4 firefighters hostage, right? And all afternoon there was a standoff, and just moments ago the SWAT team stormed the house, and all that is out there right now is that the hostage taker is dead, and the 4 firefighters are safe and sound. But man, well, I've been following it all day.
I got one word to respond to all that, and that one word is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
This is crazy. You got him up or what?
I just did it, but you don't hear it, man. Whenever I do it, you know what I mean? This is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
This is nuts. Can you see? Unbelievable. Damn.
And it's fucking weird how you always follow the CNN stories, the break-ins, whatever the fuck hostages, but they always seem to resolve right when we go on the air. Like, hey, the last 18 years, this guy's been in a stand-up with the police, and you'll never believe it. 3 minutes before we went on the air, they finally got him. It's always like the big fucking crescendo right before we go live.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. All it says on I'm at CNN.com right now, and it says breaking news: police, the man who held firefighters hostage is dead after authorities stormed the home in an Atlanta suburb. So basically, I mean, the hostage situation didn't last very long. I would say 5 or 6 hours this afternoon. So, and they said it was a really tense situation. I was watching the live coverage on CNN, but if they storm the house that quick, I mean, they'll let a hostage situation, they'll let it go for 1-2 days, depending on how negotiations are going. But I'm guessing, I mean, if they storm the house after just 4 or 5 hours, the hostage taker must have made some threats that they thought, we've got to go in right now. And they shot him dead, I guess, or he killed.
Yeah,
he killed himself. I mean, I'm guessing they ran in and he probably fired at them. If he fired at them, they're obviously gonna fire right back and take him out. You know what I mean? But pretty crazy,
if
man.
If they fire me, I'd kick their ass in 2 seconds. And I think the Chosen Hunt summed it up perfectly in the chat room. He said you missed your calling. You should have been a newsman or a weatherman. And I believe he's correct. He might be onto something there.
You have a vagina!
Yeah! It's not WZR until the word vagina is said, or penis or something. Now let's do a fucking radio show.
I was gonna say penis, dude. Right? You gotta bring up penis, dude. Every week a fucking cock comes up on here, dude.
Oh yeah, it's not crazy.
Yeah, man. All right. So, like I said, man, we opened up the show. This is our WrestleMania show. This is our Raw show. I did have some internet issues about 25 minutes ago. It looks to be resolved right now. So, hopefully, we're good to go tonight, man. I'm hoping for the best. I know you are too. But Anyway, so we're going to talk WrestleMania from Sunday night and then Monday Night Raw from last night. Of course, in hour number 2, we're going to do the rapid fire segment. We're going to be taking your live phone calls as well. I know we had something like 60 rapid fire questions last night, and we only got to about 15 of them until the Hall of Fame special. By the way, you were right, man. I watched the Hall of Fame last night. Man, I mean, Booker T really got the snub, man. I mean, everybody else.
20 seconds. Yeah,
right?
He got like 90 seconds. Booker got like, of course, Trish gets 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Bruno gets 20 minutes, you know.
Yeah, it was, I mean, and listen, man, Bruno Sammartino, all right? Listen, the dude is one of the greatest of all time, right? He sold out Madison Square Garden, 190 times or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But just during the speech, and we got an edited down portion of that speech. You want to talk about an ego? And listen, he can have an ego. It's Bruno Sammartino.
Wow, you're crazy.
Wait a minute.
All right,
wait a minute. I'm not saying that the dude can't have an ego. All right? I'm not saying that. But how many times during an edited down speech at the Hall of Fame last night, how many times did that dude say, I'm a main eventer, I was a main eventer, I'm a main eventer,
yeah,
and then in addition to
that,
it
was preceded by I'm only a main eventer because of you fans, or because he was putting over he was the most humble fucking guy I've ever heard. I don't know what you're talking about ego.
I've been in.
I noticed about his speech, and you said like how he main evented. It was more like he was being inducted into the Madison Square Garden Hall of Fame than WrestleMania. His entire speech was about how, you know, if you work in Madison Square Garden, you're able to sell out arenas in other places. I've headlined Madison Square Garden more than anybody. It's so great to be here, inducted into the Hall of Fame at Madison Square Garden. The whole thing was MSG. It wasn't WWE.
If I heard that motherfucker mention Madison Square Garden or I was the main eventer one more time, bro, before that shit ended, dude. That's all it was, dude. Every single sentence that came out of his mouth. I was the main eventer at Madison Square Garden. I was in Madison Square Garden. I main evented this building. I main evented Madison Square Garden. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yo, by the time it was over, it was like, all right, bro, we get it, bro. You're a main eventer. You headlined Madison Square Garden numerous times. Congratulations, man.
He had to have a speech, but it was like he's so anti-WWE, so in his mind he's probably like, all right, well, how can I be appreciative without kissing Vince's ass or WWE's ass? And I think the angle he saw was we're in Madison Square Garden. I've headlined it more times than anybody. Let's put over MSG, not WWE. I mean, I'm just trying to rationalize.
All right.
Fucking 80% of his speech was MSG and not WWE.
Right, I understand that, but Bruno Sammartino shows up by himself to Madison Square Garden. The building's not sold out. About 20 people show up. WWE made that, dude. Obviously, man. You know what I mean? It was just, I don't know, bro. I get the ego. He's got every reason to have the ego. But I was a headliner at Madison Square Garden. If he said it one more time,
I want to
bro.
get the hopefully the DVD. I think the DVD comes out in a month. I read somewhere. I want to get that one because I heard Foley went like 30 to 45 minutes, maybe even closer to an hour, and I heard he was phenomenal.
Right.
Practicing his speech a lot during comedy club appearances he's made the last couple weeks, months, and then I heard Booker T. I heard his was awesome as well. You could tell Foley was awesome by the highlighted thing they did show because you could just feel the energy and you could see that he was on his game.
Yeah.
Booker though was so edited you couldn't really tell if it was good or bad. But from the reports I read, he tore the fucking house down. So I want to get the DVD and see the unedited speech. What sucks though because even on the DVD they do some editing. And also, did you notice the crowd noise that I mentioned? Like they were filtering in like applause where it wasn't. You know what I mean? It was so fucking blatantly out. It was horrible editing, I think, for that Hall of Fame stuff.
I thought Arnold Schwarzenegger's speech was better than Bruno's, dude. Arnold was the man last night, right? He was awesome.
Well, you're right. As I was watching him, I was like, that's right. He was a politician. He's done a lot of public speaking. Like, he seemed very comfortable and like he belonged. And that's probably why. Terminator, baby! I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Right? That's an awesome clip, right?
He'll be back. I'm back.
Bum 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 bum.
Which one did you like better, Terminator 1 or Terminator 2?
I didn't watch any Terminators. I didn't watch Titanic. I haven't watched any of the
What about
Rockies.
Conan the Barbarian?
I haven't even seen the probably is Titanic the most popular movie of all time? Probably.
No, it was when we were kids, dude. That movie's been broken a billion times since then. But yeah, I remember when we were kids, it was the biggest movie ever. But, yeah, you're stuck in the past, something.
What's the Avatar? Is that the biggest movie of all time?
Avatar or the what's that superhero? The Avengers. I think that broke a bunch of records.
I gotta tell you, Titanic's got to be still up there in the top 5, right, dude? It's got to be up
top
there.
10 probably.
Yeah. No, I don't watch movies, man. I haven't seen any of the Rockies, none of the Terminators, Star Wars, all that crap, bro.
You've never seen Rocky? What about The Godfather?
No, I don't watch movies. No, I don't watch movies. The only movie I've seen, my favorite movie of all time, and I haven't seen many. I've seen Clerks, bro. Clerks is fucking awesome,
That's
bro.
a good one. Kevin
And
Smith,
what's the other one? Telephone Booth, dude, where the dude's standing in a telephone, maybe? Is that the name of the
God.
The
That's
guy,
one of your
yeah,
favorites.
dude, the guy's standing there. That's great, bro. The dude's standing in the telephone,
booth. It's
right?
a decent movie, but
yeah, dude. Yo, he's standing there, dude, and the guy's fucking with him the whole time, and you're like, I saw Friday as well. I thought that was a good movie. What's the, is Friday the one where at the end of the movie they're standing on the bridge and he throws the joint off and he's,
Half-Baked.
That's Half-Baked. I saw that one too, man.
So you've seen the classics like Half-Baked and Fucking Booth. You fucking retard. What the fuck kind of TV movie history is that?
No.
I've ever heard.
Rygow in the chat. Wait. Rygow, is there really going to be a... Would you shut up? Rygow, is there really going to be a... Yo, why would I... You know what? Do you not hear me when I talk? Or you just purposely talk over me like I'm Matt Moore and I'm going to talk over you, bro? Is that... Are they really making a Clerks 3? Rygow in the chat. That's what I want to know. They really are making a Clerks 3? Wow.
Clerks 2?
Yeah, that's the one where they're in the fast food joint, right?
Yeah, they have the black Rosario Dawson's in that one.
Yeah, and it's like a retard or something like that, right? He's a weirdo, the weird guy.
I don't remember it that well.
Well, they are making a Clerks. That's awesome. See, I'll check that out, man, when that comes out. No doubt, Clerks is awesome, bro. Yeah, well,
and
Clerks.
It's black and white that first movie too, right?
That was yeah. Clerks 1 was the one where they work in the convenience store, right?
Yeah, the first Silent Bob and Jay and Silent Bob when they're up against the store and all that shit.
Yeah, man, those are some of the best movies, dude. Clerks is fucking awesome, bro. All right,
to address the talking over you thing, what happens is, because I'm on a cell phone and I can't hear callers or your sound drops, you'll start talking, and you like that I can transition and like fill gaps. When you're done talking, I start talking. But what happens is, when we're talking at the same time, even if you do stop, it'll echo. If you keep going, it'll echo. So what I'll do is I'll just guess, keep talking, assuming that it's echoing because you stopped, and then sometimes you don't, and I don't know the difference. So that's what happens there.
All right. All right. Check it out. Get to our live chat room. WZROnline.com /chat. WZROnline.com /chat. We got lots and lots of people in there as always tonight. Kind of afraid to take phone calls tonight, man. What happened last night? What was up with that, man? You know, all these motherfuckers, they call up, dude, and they own. I got owned last night, man, by the callers. It's crazy, right? I was messed up.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Because that wasn't a real show, it won't happen tonight, and there'll never be any recorded evidence that your callers turned on and shit. Every week he says, "Hey, let's scared to call because you're mean to them." Blah 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 blah.
I know.
We don't get callers, and then they all call in and say how fucking much better I am.
It was crazy. That's what it is too, man. I always tell you, man. People are afraid to call in, and then last night we get all these phone calls, man, and they were so nice, man. They started off the phone call, "Hey, what's going on? You know, how's the weather? Oh, it's 80 degrees down here in New York City." And then like 3 of them in a row were like, "Oh, by the way, dude, Boone fucks you up, dude. Kick your ass in 2 seconds." What the fuck?
The best one was the third one, because you were still selling the previous 2 calls about how they fucked you over and tricked you into kissing their ass, and then they put me over at the end. And you asked the third guy, you say, "Well, geez, dude, are you gonna fucking string me along for 5 minutes and then tell me Boone's better than me at the end too?" And the guy was, "No, I'll tell you right off the bat.
Right?
Kick your ass in 2 seconds."
That's what I'm thinking. You know, there's this Rygow, right? This Rygow guy. I go down to New York City. shit. I buy him dinner, I buy him drinks, I buy him some beers and shit, dude.
Clean up his puke after he vomits all over the place.
I ain't touching no puke. I ain't cleaning up no puke, dude. Get out of here. Motherfucker calls up and says, fuck you, Clark. You ain't shit. Boom, kick your ass 2 seconds, dude.
Oh, jeez.
Right? We don't take phone calls in hour number 1, but fuck it. We'll take one. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, I've just got one quick thing to say.
Oh, jeez. What do you got?
Boone will kick your ass in 2 seconds.
Ah, it's a good one. Yeah. See, I knew that was a setup. Come on,
I heard
bro.
that caller.
We're off to a great start. You motherfuckers, man. I love them though.
Yeah,
I
heard
love
him just
them.
fine. Yeah, and you are the guy in the chat room's right. Sometimes callers can call up and say I'm good and this and that. If they don't, and you don't like that, you know what that makes you? It
What?
makes you so shellfish.
Oh, you want a joke? I got a joke for you.
Yeah,
You want to talk about jokes?
Joke of the week from Ryan Clark.
All right, a crab ate 3 clams, and the lobster ate none. So the lobster said to the crab, "You're so shellfish." Hey! You like that? Yo, Jerry Lawler brought up a joke. I can't remember if it was at WrestleMania or on Raw, right? And he was talking about Fandango, right? And he said something because Fandango was out there and he was dancing.
Oh, there it is
and
in the chat room right here. A-Train 001. Look at the comment.
A-Train 001. That's it. That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
He said something about Fandango needs a tissue, and JBL or Michael Cole said why's that? And he said because you put some boogie in it. Like that? Tissue,
Yeah,
boogie.
I don't remember the exact line, but that was the joke. Yeah, like, why does he need a tissue? Because he puts a little boogie in it or something.
That's what it was, right? Yeah, boogieing down, doing, I don't know. I thought it was a good joke. It was a corny joke, but whatever, dude. I'm going to jack that one. I got to find out exactly what the joke was and how the delivery was so that I can jack it and then come on here and use it. You know what I mean? The shellfish joke came from WWE announcer Scott Stanford. On
Is that where
Twitter.
it came?
Yeah, well, I saw it on Twitter one week. I got another joke for you before we move on. What do you call a dog with 2 legs? Doesn't matter what you call it. It's only got 2 legs. It ain't gonna come anyway. I got one more. Wait, I got one. I got one more. I got the tuna fish one. What do you call a fish with 2 knees? What do you call a fish with 2 knees? A toonie fish. A toonie fish.
Yeah.
You get a toonie
No,
fish.
well, there's a different version of that joke because I just used it the other day and I felt like the biggest douche after using it because I had Ryan Clark's fucking voice circling my head. I was talking to, you guys know her, Tiffany the Tits. She was telling me that.
What happened to her?
Hold on, let me finish my fucking story.
Well, what happened to her?
She was eating tuna fish and crackers, and then long story short, we finished talking 20 minutes later. She says, "I'm gonna go, blah blah blah. I'll hit you up later." I say, "All right, before you go though, always remember, Tiffy, you can tune a piano, but you cannot tune a fish." And, yeah,
I like that. I like that. What? Yo, remember? Listen, Tiffany. Listen.
Tiff.
Wait a minute. Wait
you
for
get
it.
her theme song?
Wait a minute. It's playing.
Sucking on my titties.
Yeah.
Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me. Sucking on my titties all the
Oh, man.
time, all the time. Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me. Sucking on my titties.
Whatever happened to her? Would you get dumped?
No, I don't. I'll say I miss those titties. I always miss it out of me.
Yeah.
No, we just kind of ran its course. I don't live up there anyway, so I live in Tampa now.
You got dumped.
Yo, my brother,
dumped you.
Steven, your best buddy, he's coming down here with my little Nicky. He's moving down here tomorrow. He'll be here.
Is he real? What do you got? Another person with you?
Freeloader.
He's moving in
Well,
there
I
with you?
guess he told me not to tell nobody, so I'll tell an audience of several thousand. He's dying. He's got some kind of illness, so he wants to move down here and kind of lay low and be with family and shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is he really, man? That's not cool. That's not cool at
No,
all.
he's got some kind of blood disease or something. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, he'll be here tomorrow. So he got some family. He's back in the Shizzy, my Nizzy.
So you got dumped. She dumped you.
No. It was like a mutual thing. Nobody dumped nobody. No.
You got dumped. She dumped you. Anyways.
I would tell you. I've been dumped before. Not by her, no.
As the 7.5 inches wasn't enough for her, huh? Is that what it was, dude? The 7.5 inches doesn't deliver.
For the rest of the show now. Fucking, my sister's boyfriend's in jail, right? They took him to Jacksonville today. They transported him from Tampa to Jacksonville. So he's been trying to call the last few minutes. My sister's not here. I tried to answer to tell him to go fucking call him, but she didn't put any money on his phone, so I can't even answer the call. So he's gonna keep calling over and fucking over again for the rest of the show. You watch. You fucking asshole.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna, like I said, man, WrestleMania. Let's do it, man. We took predictions. Remember, we did a WrestleMania pre-show. It was basically we came on here and did predictions. You know, we thought it was a predictable show going in, but we were not. I mean, we were all right, right?
I don't even remember who I picked. I don't even remember who. We'll have to go through it, and I'll have to see as everybody else finds out.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Let me load up the WrestleMania report, and then while I'm doing that, let me get the plugs out of the way. We had a good.
The poll question. I'll plug that real quick if you want.
Oh, it's the school letter grade, man. We
All right. So while you're getting your plugs ready, I'll inform everybody that they can log on to the little web browsers and point them to www, and you put a dot in. You follow that up with WZROnline.com. Top right of the page will be a poll asking you, what school letter grade would you give this year's WrestleMania 29 pay-per-view, A, B, C, D, or F? And F minus is apparently not an option, even though that is a real grade. So vote right now, WZROnline.com.
You know your damn role, and shut your damn mouth.
Let's take a phone. Take one more phone call. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hello?
Hello? Oh, Jesus. Here's one.
I'm calling from the International Adoption Agency. How are you today?
Hi, Bill. Can I have a baby?
Well, I have some good news for you. Do you have a moment?
Okay. Absolutely.
Your birth mother has just contacted me and would like to meet with you.
Oh, shut your mouth, you song-wearing fatty!
Yes, your birth mother. You're not aware that you were adopted at the age of 9 months?
I was not aware.
Oh, boy.
See, I got the sound clip too, dude, so we can go back and forth. You didn't hear the Booker T one, dude. It said, tell me I just didn't say that.
I heard the one that said, shut your mouth, that song-wearing fatty. I almost shit my pants laughing. I didn't see it coming.
All right, one more. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Yeah, this is Chris from Twitter. I just had a question about, real quick, about the Iron Sheik. You said you were going to talk about the story one day if I called in. I'm calling in today. Thank you.
Oh, God. Iron Sheik's a moron, all right? He's just a moron. And I like to fuck with him on Twitter, right? So.
You gay. You faggot.
No, I'm just.
Fuck your ass.
Oh, God.
Take it back, make you humble.
Well, he just comes on here, so, I'm like, yo, Iron Sheik, dude, sucks mad dick. You pop the cock, bro. You fucking take it in your asshole. Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm trying to get a response, like a reaction out of him, but I've heard that the Iron Sheik does not run that Twitter account. He has somebody else do it for him, and his people have come out numerous times, and they've said the Iron Sheik does not have a Twitter account. We cannot stress this enough. He doesn't have Facebook. He doesn't have Twitter. But then the Twitter account is verified to say the Iron Sheik, but his representatives insist that he does not have Twitter. So I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's
hard because it's so fucking hard to get verified on Twitter. They go to painstaking efforts to make sure it's the right person. And you're telling me that somebody verified the Iron Sheik, and now Sheik's people are saying that it's not him.
That's what they say, dude. They've said it over and over.
Did he send any tweets recently that would be controversial? And it's like, oh, that's why it's not him. Like they're denying it.
Well, I haven't. I mean, it was a couple of months ago where they came out and said that the dude does not have Twitter, doesn't have Facebook. So I think it may be somebody.
He does have a big smelly Iranian nutsack. I heard that.
Oh God, I go at him, dude. You suck dick, dude. You nobody. So would you? Hey, would you? Overall, what'd you think of WrestleMania, man?
Are you going to come in with a drop? Because that was a weird question to ask out of nowhere like that. Anyway, the way I think of it overall, I thought it was an average show. I'd say B minus, B, something like that.
I thought it was mediocre at best.
Oh,
maybe
God,
a 4
you
out of
fucking
10 or 3 out of 10.
It was mediocre, man.
I knew you were setting up a drop. It was too obvious.
Yeah. I don't know. WrestleMania it didn't deliver for me. I mean, there were some good matches, no doubt. But I voted in the poll that we put up on WZROnline.com. A, B, C, D, or F. I gave it a C, man. I don't know. It didn't.
Yeah, it would be one of those where I would need a plus or minus because I don't want to give it a C. But I don't think it's a B either. A B minus is fair, I think, but not just a full-on B. I don't think so. I don't think it was that good.
Oh yeah. We'll run it down real quick. Let me get the plugs out of the way, and then I promise you guys we're going to do our WrestleMania. The official website of WZR Radio is WZROnline.com. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube as well. Go to YouTube.com/WZR Archive. YouTube.com/WZR Archive. Daniel Humphreys does an awesome job over there.
Amazing, unbelievable is the right word to describe the job he does with the YouTube channel.
Unbelievable. He really does, man. He does. I didn't even realize what he did until you told me on air here just a couple of weeks ago, and I check it out. Yeah, it's awesome, man. So YouTube.com/WZR Archive. Big thank you to Daniel Humphreys for all the work he does over there. We're on Facebook.com as well. Just go to Facebook.com/WZR Army. Facebook.com/WZR Army. Got all the news and all the stuff from WZROnline.com over there. And the Twitter account, just go to WZROnline.com, top navigation bar, social media tabs, little drop down menu. You can get all the links right there, and like us, add us, do what you got to do. Do it up. If you guys want t-shirts, man, I got 6 of them going out this week, and more people want them. You can send me an email, webmaster@prowrestlingscoops.com. All you got to do is send $20, and I'll ship it right out. I'm going to be shipping these probably on Friday, or I may do it on Monday. The tax deadline to file your taxes is this Monday, and I'm doing my taxes on Monday, dude. I waited till the last possible minute this year. You just got to have them in the
Me too, actually. Anyway, we're bringing up shit that brought up yesterday since it wasn't a real show. I do want to just really quick mention a quick shout out to Rygow. He brought the WZR signs as promised to WrestleMania. Made it on the pay-per-view broadcast. Made it on WWE.com's WrestleMania photo gallery. So big shout out to Rygow. That was really cool.
No doubt. And also Mac McColland, I believe his name is, PWSforums.com. I forgot to shout him out last night. He does a great job, man. The official forums of WZROnline.com, ProWrestlingScoops.com, TNAWrestlingNews.com, MMAScoops.com, TheWrestlingAnswer.com, PWSforums.com. They all use that forum. There's a ton of members over there. They've got women galleries, special galleries. They've got all the threads, general WWE, TNA, and Mac does an awesome job over there. So check it out, pwsforums.com.
And fucking dude, Fandango theme song, dude, still stuck in my head. About to be the biggest breakout single in the UK. Fucking dude.
You want to hum along to it if I pull it up?
Yeah, man, let me hear it. What do we got? Fucking dude. Fucking dude. Fucking dude.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. So let's get into it. Yeah, it's crazy, man. On iTunes, right overseas, it's topping the charts, man. I think it's in the top 10 by now.
I believe it is. Yeah, it's close. They're trying to get it #1. There's this big fucking campaign to get it zoomed up the iTunes chart. That's just funny, though.
All right, so let's get into it, man. WrestleMania, on the pre-show, right? They started hyping up all these attendance figures for WrestleMania, and at first they had said 87,000, all right? And then towards the end of the show, they said that there were just over, or there were almost 80,000. So 87,000 at first. and then almost 80,000, and then later in the show they revealed the official, attendance figure, which we'll get to here in just a little bit.
He officially reported, because I guarantee you they picked the number up. But I wonder, have we found out how many was paid and how many were comps yet of that number?
I don't know. I mean, there's an awful lot of comps for WrestleMania, especially with all the talents. I think the talents get something like 15 tickets a piece or something like that, dude.
Yeah, they'll have to bring their families every year. I hear that.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So we had a pre-show, right? Jim Ross, Dusty Rhodes. They do a pre-game show. Kofi Kingston was there as well, and Scott Stanford was the main host. The only match on the pre-show, man, was, and I'm surprised that we talked about this yesterday, man. I'm surprised that they didn't do a, like a battle royal or something like that, where guys are on the road 200 and something days out of the year, and everybody wants to be on WrestleMania. And,
for a number of reasons, too, by the way. I don't know if you're going to put that fact over. Not just for the money, but because it's the biggest show of the year. There's a number of reasons. They want to be on the biggest show of the year. They want to get that giant WrestleMania payoff. That's what they work all year for,
Yeah, and you know what I was thinking, though? I mean, I know that guys get paid for access and, the events leading into WrestleMania, and then if they make it to the actual show, they get a pay-per-view bonus there as well. So guys like JTG and people like that, were at the access festivities, but weren't on WrestleMania.
You gotta play that little clip, too, by the way, for those who missed it yesterday. Keep going, sorry.
Oh, the JTG clip?
Yeah.
We can do that here in just a minute. He gave us a shout out. Did JTG, a guy by the name of, I think, Anthony Remy, I believe is his name. But he went up to JTG and was talking about me and WZROnline.com, and he got JTG to give us a shout
He
out.
asked him if he knew who WZR and Ryan Clark was, and JTG said yeah, and he said, "Oh, I'll give you a shout out," and he recorded it. So it was cool.
This is what he said. It's coming.
I will give a shout out to WZR Radio. You're doing it big. You dig? Cheer.
Cheer. Cheer. Cheer. Cheer. We're doing it big Tuesday nights. Cheer.
Shout out to WZR Radio. You're doing it big. You dig? Cheer.
You dig? Cheer. So big props. Cheer. Awesome that Anthony did that, man. Got that video of JTG shouting you guys out, shouting the WZR Army out. It was awesome, man. So put that up on the website. It's on WZROnline.com. So the only pre-show match was The Miz and Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental Championship. Me and you, let me get the predictions up right here. We both picked The Miz to win the IC title, and that's what happened, man.
And that was exactly for the reason we picked. I don't know if you put little descriptions next to our predictions. I doubt you did, because we were doing the show. You were jotting them down. But I made sure to note that they're just going to have Miz win because it's a title change and it's a babyface win leading into the show. So it sets the tone for the evening. And if you notice, the very next time on Raw, which we'll get into more in a little bit in the second hour, they switched the title right back. So it was clearly done just to set the tone for that show.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I thought Miz was going to have a run with the title for longer than, he only had it for 24 hours. We'll talk about that when we get into Raw.
Well, they've been embarrassed forever, so I think that's like I said, they literally just did it for that WrestleMania crowd.
They only got 4 minutes, too, man. I mean, the whole pre-show was, hype videos, and I know why they do that, man. They're trying to get people interested in buying the pay-per-view. Hard sell with video packages and everything else, but they could have put more guys. They could have done a battle royal, something like that. Maybe they didn't want to wear out the crowd, as it was 5 hours of wrestling, and by adding another match, I mean, it was only one more match, but a battle royal, is kind of a big deal. So maybe they were kind of worried about that. But nonetheless, Miz won the IC title.
It's a pre-show. The crowd's still filtering in and stuff like that. If you're worried about the crowd, I don't think a battle royal would have ruined the crowd. I think it was just like you said, there was a lot of timing issues, which we'll talk about more later too. But my God, it's the pre-show, and like you said, they only went 4 minutes, so like 56 minutes was just bullshit. They didn't have another 5 minutes for a battle royal, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, man. They kicked off the actual pay-per-view. You know what I was? I mean, as soon as the pay-per-view opened, normally they shoot live to the arena, and you have America the Beautiful, and then sometimes you get a flyover where the fighter jets fly over the arena, and then you get some pyro. There was none of that, man. And I feel like, I mean, this may sound, I don't know, lame or whatever, but part of WrestleMania is to open it up with America the Beautiful. It makes it seem like a big deal, man, where, you know, at the Super Bowl, they do America the Beautiful and the national anthem and everything else. They do both versions.
Yeah, boxing events, if they have international fighters, they'll do every national anthem before the fight starts. There'll be, like, sometimes 4 national anthems.
Yeah, it just seemed that, I mean, there was none of that, and I understand that there were timing issues and everything else, but my God, man, it just seemed like, wow, you're going to shoot right into the first match without any America the Beautiful. It kind of took away from the feel of it being WrestleMania,
Yeah, it was just
man.
another pay-per-view at that point. That's what separates WrestleMania is they have that tradition. I don't know if it's been on every single WrestleMania, but you'd be hard-pressed to find more WrestleManias that didn't have it than ones that did.
And how are you gonna snub America the Beautiful of all? You know what, dude? We're gonna bring up Ray Charles. We're not gonna snub. If WWE snubbed the national anthem, we're not gonna snub the national anthem. Let's get some Ray Charles in the building.
Georgia, quit taking our firefighters hostage.
Hey.
Sorry.
Are you serious? What a disrespect! You're disrespecting America the Beautiful and Ray Charles of all people.
Well, for a decent joke, I mean, shit.
Ray Charles.
It was worth it.
For heroes prove in liberating strife.
I wish I had to fart so bad right now.
Who more than self their country love.
Are you really gonna play this whole fucking thing, dude?
And mercy
Cool.
more than life.
Get it, Ray.
America.
Not yet, dude.
Yeah, I gave up real quick.
America. Oh yeah. Should I do it?
Go for it, man.
Should I do it?
Go for it, dude.
Shut up, Ray Charles. Alright, so anyway, we got a little bit of America the Beautiful. We didn't have any of that at WrestleMania. Sorry if that was disrespectful.
Yeah, and if they had a celebrity scheduled to sing it, you could bet they would have fit it in. But because it was just going to be Lillian, I guess it was something they thought that was
yeah, they had Lillian Garcia who was going to do it. She was originally planned, but you're right, dude. I mean, if they had a celebrity like Beyonce or Alicia Keys or somebody like that to do it, obviously they would have gone with it because it would have garnered media attention and everything else. So they kicked off the pay-per-view, man. It was Sheamus came out first, man. Sheamus, Randy Orton, and The Big Show against The Shield. Dude, going in, I had said I was so confident that Randy Orton was going to go heel here, just because the whole build-up, man, and that was the original plan. We put that up on the websites today that they were going to turn Randy heel here, and the whole idea was, can the Big Show, is he going to be able to coexist with Randy Orton and Sheamus? So the whole focus was on Big Show and him, you know, being the heel in the match. So I thought they were going to pull the swerve, and it didn't happen. After the match, you know, Big Show KO'd both of them, Sheamus and Orton, you know, with the KO punch that he does. But I don't know, man. You know, this is probably the Shield's worst pay-per-view match up until this point. Don't you think?
I would say, well, I mean, look at the one they had with the ladders. They're not going to top that, especially with Big Show and you know. But yeah, I would agree with that. That's a fair thing to say. They got the win, which was the right looking decision. And I think nobody told me this, and you were just mentioning it, building it up there. But Orton, I think the only reason they didn't go with that Orton heel turn to cause the finish was because it was expected. Same reason, they made a lot of other changes on the show was because they didn't want to do something that everybody was assuming was going to happen. And now it looks like they're planting the seeds for it to happen anyway. So, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
What, are you reading something?
Echo Lima Delta Shield.
That song got a big pop in the crowd too.
Didn't it? It got a huge pop, man. When
Yeah.
when they came to the ring at WrestleMania, yeah. So I don't know. It was a good way to kick off the pay-per-view with the tag team match. Shield, pick up the win here, which you don't want to job out the Shield yet. You know what I mean? They're a hot group in WWE, and they didn't do that. They didn't job them out after the match. Big Show hit the KO punches. So.
And, one of the cool spots in there was Big Show would tear their vests open and chop the shit out of them. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we had Ryback and Mark Henry. Mark Henry picked up the win here, and I think the reason why they did it is they wanted to keep both guys strong, looking strong. Mark Henry picked up the win, and then after it was over, that's where Ryback got him up and hit the shell shock. It was a terrible match between these two, dude. It was bad. It was bad.
The shellfish, that's going to be hard to say. The shellfish shell shock. Try to say that 10 times fast.
The shellfish shell shock. Yeah.
That's a hard one. But no, I hate to keep saying the same fucking thing over and over again, but I really think they just switched the, Ryback loses, but then gets to do his move just because people were expecting Ryback's going to win and hit his moves. I think that's why they switched it.
I think they wanted to keep both guys looking strong, and by doing that, you have Mark Henry pick up the win, but after it's over, you have Ryback hit the shell shock, so both guys come out of it looking strong.
But look at how many times Ryback, this guy, they're fucking him so bad he could be so much bigger. They keep having him job on pay-per-views. He had the undefeated streak forever, and then he finally gets the main event, he loses. Another main event, he loses. Tag match, he loses. Whatever the fuck, he loses. They have him lose to Mark Henry to keep both guys strong, and then now he's going to go into a feud with John Cena where he's going to have to lose again. Why are they killing this guy off when he's so fucking over?
I know. It is crazy, man. So we got that wrong, man. We both picked Ryback to pick up the win there, man, and Mark Henry wound up winning that.
We're 2-1 right now, right?
We're 1-1. Oh, I forgot about the Shield and Randy Orton. Yeah, we're 2-1 because we picked the Shield to win as well. Both of us.
Did you pick the Shield?
I did. So we're both 2-1. The third match on the actual pay-per-view, fourth match of the night, another tag team match. It was Daniel Bryan and Kane against Big E Langston, Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler. This was for the WWE tag team titles. They only gave him 6 minutes here, man. I felt like it was rushed.
It was definitely rushed. And the other thing that I thought was an odd choice, because the crowd wanted to do the chants and pop so big for Daniel Bryan, they haven't come out to Kane's theme music. I think they just did that so they could have all that cool fire pyro, but it was weird. He was coming out doing the yes or the no chant down the long aisle to the ring, but it was Kane's music, so it was kind of weird. But yeah, they didn't give enough time off that match.
Yeah, they had Kane hit the choke slam on Dolph Ziggler, then tagged in Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan came off with a headbutt off the top rope onto Dolph Ziggler. Once again, Ziggler took the job here, man. That's what I was wondering. Why not have Big E Langston take the pin? Maybe they want to keep Big E Langston. Maybe they've got big plans for him. They didn't want a job.
If the match is scheduled, okay, Langston and Ziggler are doing the job.
Yeah.
Between the two of them, who should take the pin? It's got to be Ziggler. Langston's a new guy.
And
no reason to have him.
Not only that, but we've been saying, dude, that even if Ziggler loses, man, and he's lost a lot. Right, he's got to get out of jail. Exactly. That's an awesome way to put it, man. Where he had that Money in the Bank briefcase, and it doesn't matter because as soon as he cashed in, that's when his push begins. That's when
it kind of clears his history. Like everything that happened before that doesn't exist anymore. We're starting fresh with a clean slate after he cashes in.
Exactly. So I picked Team Hell No to pick up the win, and you picked Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston. So
yeah, just to recap my reason, I thought that Ziggler was going to cash in at WrestleMania, win the world title, and I thought they would have like all the belts. Like AJ would end up with the Divas belt, Ziggler would have the world belt, and they'd win the tag titles, but they didn't do that.
All right,
I was wrong.
so Clark is 3-1 and Boone is 2-2 as of right now.
Batting 500.
Batting 500. There you go. I'm batting 750 right now. So
what do you do with the math?
Right?
Go ahead, man.
Well, it's easy math, dude. If I didn't get that,
I would have got it wrong.
We got a problem. All right. The next match was Chris Jericho and Fandango.
Drop it.
Fandango. I lost the. I was gonna drop it.
I was gonna say that would have been the time to drop it.
That would have been the time.
Fandango and Jericho. We talked about before the show. Is it playing?
No, it's not playing.
Okay. See, I can't tell. That's why I cut you off a lot. But no, before the show we talked about this could be the show stealer. Fandango's got to go over. It's his debut. Blah 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 blah. I'm pretty sure we both picked Fandango, so we're both right.
We did.
But do you think they stole the show or not? Because I personally feel, and we'll talk about it when we get to there more, but I thought Undertaker Punk stole the show, which is what I thought going in because it had the most heat.
I thought Taker Punk was a little bit sloppy. Great match, though. I had no problems with the match, but I thought Chris Jericho and Fandango. Here we go. Better late than never, right, dude? Better late than never. But I thought they had a really good match, man. Jericho went for the walls of Jericho. Fandango blocked it and used an inside cradle to pick up the win here. I mean, like you said, man, we both predicted that. But I thought it was a great match. I mean, they killed it. It was up until this point, it was the best match on the show, no doubt about it.
Yeah, up until that point, it was definitely the best match on the show. But for the same reason you just said it was a good match, I thought it was a good match. It wasn't great. Was because of the finish. I thought that was a half-ass finish. Like Jericho does the lion salt, acts like he threw his knee out, so he goes to put the wall of Jericho on, but he can't plant his foot on that knee because his knee hurts, which leads to Fandango rolling him up and getting the 1, 2, 3.
Right.
And I heard somebody else put this over in another commentary somewhere, but I agree with it completely. JBL kind of fucked Fandango on that because throughout the whole match, and especially during the finish, he acted like it was the biggest shocking upset ever. Like, this guy's such a jobber. How the hell did he fucking beat Jericho? Which is bad because he hasn't had a match yet. We don't know if he's a jobber that just got lucky or if he's good, and we just don't know it yet. And when you have the commentary slanted in that fashion, it paints the picture into people's minds that, oh, this guy's a jobber that just got lucky. Here's a new guy that just got a big win.
I don't know. Jericho had a look on his face like, oh my God, he just beat me, and I feel like that look is to show people, wow, this guy's actually got something, man. He defeated me.
Yeah,
Not only that,
I think JBL nullified that with the commentary. Like, oh my God, this guy just got lucky. How did he do it? Like,
that's true. That's
don't
true.
Say that.
Yeah, that's JBL. You know how he is. You know what I mean? What'd you think about this guy, man? Because this was next, man. It was basically our break, right? Not this guy, but you know where I'm going with this, right?
I don't know what that is, dude.
Diddy.
Might as well shine. Better now, but never. Business before business. He Diddy in the fan. Who you know do it better?
No matter what, he air tight. So when you hear something,
when you hear something, make sure you hear it right. Don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming.
Yeah, get it, buddy.
You know that I'm 2 levels above you, baby. Above you, baby. I'ma make you love me, baby. Get crazy.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. So I thought Diddy killed it, bro.
What'd you think of the performance?
I thought he killed it, man. He came out. I mean, the dude knows how to party, bro. He knows how to throw a party. He knows how to get the crowd pumped up. And it sounded like on TV, on pay-per-view, it sounded like the reaction that he got was pretty good, man. I mean, he knows how to hype up a crowd.
It was supposed to be fun.
Right.
Here's a fun break. If you want to go buy a fucking foam finger or take a piss, now's the time to do it.
Right.
If you want to just kick back, have some fun in between matches, here's the time to do it. I thought the thing with those segments that could make them go horribly wrong is they could go way too long. And I think they kept it appropriately timed, and it wasn't too long, wasn't too short. It was exactly what it was supposed to be, a nice little break.
Yeah, it was, I mean, he got the crowd worked up. That was the point of it. He sang, the I'm Coming Home. I mean, God, how many times have we heard that song over the last couple of weeks, especially at the actual
WrestleMania? They used it last year for The Rock.
Did they? For The Rock?
Yeah. We went on The Rock's birthday party. Vince came out and introduced a video package to say thank you for coming home and shit. And then they started with that theme song and played the video package.
Just bring it, bitch!
Bitch!
Yeah, so then, I guess coming off the break, if you will, man, we had Alberto Del Rio and Jack Swagger. No entrance for Jack Swagger, I guess, in the stadium.
What'd you think of that?
In the stadium, well, it was due to time constraints once again, man, similar
And
to...
because they wanted Zeb to cut a promo, but still.
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, he actually did come out. He came out on a golf cart, from what people in the stadium said.
Off camera?
Off camera, yeah. He was, when we saw him, he was already in the ring. I thought it was a decent match, man. A lot of back and forth. Swagger would get the upper hand at one point, and then Del Rio would come back. It wasn't like a one-sided contest, You said that Zeb Coulter cut that promo, right, before the actual match. It was, Del Rio, flipped into an armbar, right? He was...
the cross arm breaker, yeah, for some reason I'm drawing a blank on it. I sat here and watched the whole show, did play-by-play, but I don't have a lot of memories of this match, so that's something right there.
They fought to the floor, man, and then when they got back in the ring, Del Rio flipped over. Swagger was about to get him, and then Del Rio flipped over and locked in an armbar, and was able to get Swagger to tap out clean. And there was no Ziggler or anything like that, and I think the crowd was disappointed following the match, knowing that Ziggler didn't come out to cash in on the biggest stage of them all, man. Before we go to the break, we had Undertaker and CM Punk. Great match, man. But I'm choking here. Great match, but I thought that, the last 2 years, Shawn Michaels 2 years ago and then Triple H last year, I thought those matches with CM Punk were better than this match with the Undertaker.
Yeah, with Triple H and HBK.
With
I agree.
Right.
I think that's the damn shame too, is that every year Undertaker's going to be a little older. Every year he's going to have somebody a little less good than Triple H or Shawn Michaels to work with. So it's like, and the expectations are higher every year. So it's like, it's never going to live up to the expectations. They just killed it in the last 4 years with 2 people and 2 matches. And the CM Punk match, I would say, was the best match on the show, him and Undertaker. But, like you said, compared to the last 4 matches Undertaker's had at WrestleMania, they don't live up to that level.
There were some sloppy spots, man. That's, there were some real sloppy spots. I mean, when Taker was on the Spanish announce table to the outside and CM Punk came off,
elbow,
the elbow from the top rope, my God, and the table didn't break. I mean, that spot looked ridiculous, man. And CM Punk was
he was injured in that spot too. I think it was his leg. It looked like his ribs. It looked just like when Shawn Michaels that one year at WrestleMania did the moonsault under the table and hit his fucking stomach real hard. It just looked nasty.
Yeah, it looked terrible, man. And then towards the end of the match, they did near fall after near fall. You knew that was coming, man. Where CM Punk would hit a GTS, Taker would hit a tombstone. They did the tombstone, right? And that's been a banned move for quite some time in,
I forgot about that. You're right.
in WWE.
Well, the problem I had, not problem, but I think what took away from the match was, like you said, they started doing all those near falls at the end, and the biggest thing you got to get over in these Undertaker streak matches at WrestleMania is the feeling that he could lose. And I don't think there was any point in that match where it's like, you had that feeling like, holy shit, he might actually lose. There was never that moment, in my opinion, this year.
Unless you're Rygow in the chat room. No, I'm joking with you, man.
Was it 20 and 1 time? Yeah, I bet he's like a douchebag after that was over.
Well, we said we were going to come on it.
He said he was just supporting his favorite. He didn't actually think.
Yeah, get out. You motherfucker brought a 20 and 1 sign to WrestleMania, dude. Don't tell me. Yo. You made you're right.
WZR sign, which we talked about earlier.
And it made WWE.com. It made WWE.com. It made WWE.com for the 3rd time, right? He made WWE.com, so you gotta give him props for that, man. The 20 and 1 sign.
All right, what was his 3rd sign? He had 3 signs. We just did WZR and 20 and 1.
I don't know. Why? I have no idea. Did he bring 3 signs? I don't know.
Yeah, he mentioned it on the air last night. He said the 3rd sign, which never made camera, said Boone is greater than Clark. That was his third time.
Oh, did it? Did it really? Did he really bring a sign that says Boone is great? Oh, come on, bro. That's it, man. I'm going to see him in New York City. I'm going to see him in New York City in a couple of months. I'm going to the next Ring of Honor show. I'm going to get you, man. I'm going to get you. Next Ring of Honor show, man. We're going to have a talk.
He should kiss up to you, because I can tell you right now, if I ever see him at a Ring of Honor show, I'm not buying him a fucking $80 lobster dinner like you will. He's kissing up to the wrong guy.
You wouldn't buy somebody a fucking... you wouldn't give anybody anything, dude. You probably slap to the face or something.
I wouldn't buy
you're
him
an
a bag of
asshole.
lobster-flavored potato chips, let alone a fucking lobster.
99-cent bag of fucking potato chips. You ain't getting shit from
not
Boone,
gonna
dude.
happen.
He's a prick. He's a real-life prick. I'm telling you. This guy on the other end of this fucking speaker is a real-life prick. He is.
Oh, geez.
He is.
No, I just play one on the radio. I'm not a real-life prick. Oh! See, who's the prick now? He tells me to shut up.
What?
I love that. I love this shit, dude. This is awesome, bro. I love fucking around with this, you know?
You're having a field day over there. All right. Let's shut the damn mouth. Let's do a commercial so I can take a piss.
Oh, that's right. We got to go to a commercial break. We only got 2 more matches at WrestleMania. Then we'll give you the high points and the low points of Monday Night Raw from Monday night. Man, I want to say last night, but it wasn't last night. And speaking of Monday Night Raw,
fire. We have a lot of rapid fire to get to.
Yes, we do. We do. Lots of rapid fire. Tell them how they can submit rapid fire questions.
Well, if you would like to submit rapid-fire questions like my co-host and co-host Ryan Clark just said, you can log on to Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR. I believe it'll be the top post. I don't know if he's going off yesterday's or today's, but shouldn't be hard to find. Look for the rapid-fire post. Add your questions or comments. Keep them brief, one line or less. Don't answer other people's questions. That's our job. And we'll get to as many as we can in an hour. Numero dos, Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR.
Go check it out. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And like I said, when we come back on the flip side, we're going to talk Monday Night Raw. We're going to finish WrestleMania real quick, and then we're going to talk Monday Night Raw. Check out, speaking of cotton candy and pretzels and everything else, check out the chants from this past Monday Night Raw during the break. All of these chants aired on Raw, so check them out during the break. We're going to take a 10-minute commercial break with all these chants, and then we're going to come back. We might go a little bit long tonight. There's nothing on TV. I mean, I know main event's on tonight, but stick around. We'll go a little bit late. Boone, you said you got till 11 o'clock, so we'll be here. All right, check out these chants that aired on Raw. You are listening to WZR Radio with Matt Boone and Ryan Clark. We'll be back right after this. So that's just a couple of the crowd chants that aired during Raw. This is where they're doing the wave right now at Monday Night Raw. Just a crazy, wild crowd. We're gonna talk Raw in just a couple minutes. You guys are listening to WZR Radio with Ryan Clark and Matt Boone. We're here for hour number 2. Going to be taking your rapid fire questions and your live phone calls here in just a little bit. Before we do that, and we have 2 more matches to run down at WrestleMania 29. We've got Triple H and Brock Lesnar and John Cena and The Rock. I want you guys to go to twitter.com/
Me too, or?
You can if you want, yeah. www.twitter.com/ Clark WZR. And I just retweeted.
Does it have to be capital letters, or?
No, it can be anything. Just go to twitter.com/ Ryan Clark WZR, and we're going to talk about this, and really don't know the fuck he's talking about right here. But I don't know. Maybe you guys can explain. I got this tweet during the commercial break. It just came in basically before we came on the air here tonight. We put up a story. Steve Corino, Ring of Honor star, appeared on a radio show. I think it was Kayfabe Wrestling Radio or something like that, and basically said that he thought that the Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, 1997 Montreal was a work. Was a work. So I tweeted out that at Steve Corino or at King Corino says that at Bret Hart and at Shawn Michaels was a work, and he replies and he says, "Shouldn't you say?"
Who, Corino?
Steve Corino replies and he says, shouldn't you say spoiler alert before you ruin it for them? Hashtag moron. What does a spoiler alert have anything to do with something that happened in 1997? Am I missing something? Plus, he called me a moron. Am I missing something?
Hold on. Let me click. You put a link in your original thing. Let me see what that goes to. Ukraine says Montreal Screwjob will work. Alert. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He says, shouldn't you say spoiler
I see
alert?
my name in the Hey Now and Shazam one, Matt Boone. That's what Acer calls me, I guess.
How in the chat room? Am I missing something?
No, on your Twitter. I'm on twitter.com/Ryan Clark WZR. Acer has a post. It says WZR Radio with the Albany Busy Reporter at Ryan Clark
right.
WZR.
The one above that.
Yeah, no, I just read it. I'm just saying, it just caught my eye on my name. Yeah, I don't know what the spoiler alert would be. I have no fucking idea.
What's happening?
Conversation. What is it? Oh, that's just your original thing. Yeah, I don't know. Hashtag moron.
The hashtag moron. What's up with that? Steve Corino, he's a great wrestler. He's a great worker. I mean, there was something that happened in 1997. I can understand, like, WWE SmackDown's airing this Friday. It was taped last night. We're gonna put spoiler alert in the title, right? This happened in 1997, so there's no
well,
spoiler.
That's 16 years ago, dude. I mean, everybody knows you wait 17 years after something's taped before you post about it, because some people don't see it until after it airs, you know?
I could kick Steve Corino's ass in 2 seconds, bro. I could kick
How
his
many
ass.
seconds would it take?
2 seconds. I just said I could kick his ass in 2 seconds. So who's Steve Corino? Corino feels good. Get him, Army. Go get him.
Corino fan. I'm not just saying that because he said that either. I never got why he was anybody gave a shit about.
Go get him. Tell him he's the moron, man. It's not a spoiler, right? Get him, Army. This is what happened. Whenever somebody comes at me on Twitter, the Army just automatically attacks, dude. It's like Roddy Piper's got.
Hogan, bro. They fucking slaughtered.
Oh, they attacked him, bro. They just attacked him, dude. Like all these people just went after Hogan. It was like, wow, dude. The Army's crazy right now, right? Same thing with Taz. Taz from
Rock will come with his fucking shirt and his sign to your front door. You know, he's crazy.
Yo, Taz, just a couple of weeks ago, man, all these people are tweeting Taz, right? All these people are tweeting Taz like, yo, dude, you're a fucking moron, dude. Ryan Clark owns you. I'm like, Jesus, dude, what are you guys doing, man?
Yeah, what about Roddy Piper? Remember that whole fucking debacle? He went nuts on his fucking show.
Yeah, but the problem with Piper is Piper's got like millions of fans, dude. So it was my 2,800 people against Piper's millions, dude, and we didn't really have a chance.
Carino's a more fair fight, but like
right.
Like I just said about Carino, I was never really a fan, and you're in a fight with him. I'm not just saying that because you're in a fight with him, but with Piper, even while you were fucking duking it out with him, you could attest to this. I would tell you off that. I'm like, this is entertaining as shit, but why is it gotta be Piper, man? I'm the biggest. That's my favorite wrestler of all time, and you guys are in a blood war, and I gotta take your side.
Let's respond to Carino here on air. Let's
come up with a response right now.
Let's type up a response to Carino right here. What we got to what's the spoiler?
How about it? Here. Start out like it's been 16 years. ... How much longer should I wait? Hashtag bigger moron.
There you go. Hashtag bigger moron.
Yeah, there you go.
It's been 16 years. How much longer should I wait to tell them it's a spoiler? Hashtag bigger moron. Yes. Ready?
All right. DJ Group Matic says, Boone, the WZR creative team. Goddamn right.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's been
All
right, so we'll put, it's been 16 years. How much longer should I wait to tell them it's a spoiler? Hashtag.
No. That doesn't make any sense. To tell them it's a spoiler. No.
Oh, you're right.
To post about it, to write about it, or something like that. How much longer should I wait to post it about it?
How much longer? You're right. That doesn't make any sense. How much longer should I wait to post about it? How much? It's been 16 years. How much longer should I wait to post about it? All right, that works.
To post about it, not till. Two.
Yeah, I got it. It's 2 posts
Okay.
ago.
Okay.
All right. Hashtag bigger moron. Boom.
Yeah.
Your
Capital B, capital M.
your tweet to Steve Carino has been sent. So maybe we'll get a.
Is it gonna show up on your thing? Let me go back and see it. Hold on.
Yes, it will. It'll pop up.
All right, so it's twitter.com/Ryan Clark WZR.
Yes, sir. That's what it is.
See what we got here. Let's see what we got here. My internet sucks shit, but give me a second. Here it comes. King Carino, at King Carino, at Shawn Michaels, at Bret Hart. It's been 16 years, ... How longer much should I wait?
Oh, no.
How longer much should I wait?
Did I mess it up? Oh, no.
Wait.
Wait. Let's get it off there.
Hurry.
I got it.
Hashtag bigger moron, and you're the biggest moron.
Wait.
No,
I got it. It's gone. Refresh the page.
No.
It's gone. Okay. It's been 16 years. How much longer? I'm on live radio. All right. It's been 16 years. How much longer should I wait to post about it? Boom. There. Refresh. Refresh the page, dude. Refresh the page.
Hashtag Twitter update, motherfucker.
Hashtag Twitter update. Yes.
Shouldn't you say spoiler alert before you ruin it?
It's been 16 years. How much longer should I wait to post about it? Hashtag bigger moron. It's fixed.
There it is. Okay.
There it
is. King Carino, at Shawn Michaels, at Bret Hart. It's been 16 years, ... How much longer should I wait to post about it? Hashtag bigger moron.
Bigger moron.
Did you ever know that you edited it? And deleted it,
No, because I deleted it and it won't show up. Yeah,
okay,
we're good to go.
You won't, notify him that he has 2 new updates?
No. We're good to go. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
What's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, now.
I got a couple of questions for you guys.
All right, give me them questions. I love the accent.
Who am I speaking with? Is this Ryan or Matt?
This is Ron Clark that you're talking to right now.
And you don't know that my nephew coming soon, right over here.
All right. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! I heard a song on the radio today because my sister plays country music, and like the chorus of the chorus of the theme or whatever she was playing was yeehaw. We live in the sticks. Yeehaw! I kept saying.
It talks about jukeboxes and cowboy boots. Yeah, the fucking
I love the
she would always play this song. It would go red paper cup. I feel U.S. Let's have a party.
See, I can't. I mean, I like the Southern accent, dude, and then I've got the New York accent, so it's completely different. You know what I mean, dude? You got the Southern.
You're like a complete character when you do that accent.
Yeah. So what's going on, buddy? What you want to talk about?
Well, Undertaker. It seems like he's been in there forever, dude, and him beating the hell out of CM Punk at WrestleMania.
Right.
Do you think, in your opinion, he's going to have a career like similar to Ric Flair's? He's just going to have a career to where he's going to wrestle until practically he just falls down and dies?
Well, let me answer your question about the wrestling.
All right, dude. We had enough fun. Answer my question.
The pro wrestling.
Oh, jeez.
All right. See, what? I can't make fun of the caller? You get mad because I'm making fun of the caller? Get out of here.
We already did that part. And then now let's answer his question.
All right.
I can't believe you stayed on the line and actually asked the question after all that. You just razzed the shit out of him for 10 minutes.
Yeah, but I covered it up with the New York accent. I saved face.
It is fun. When you get going on the country accent, it's hard to get out of the zone. Like, you just want to keep talking like that. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I'm talking about? Know what I mean? All right, so yeah, as far as Taker's legendary. I believe I've said it time and time again, and a lot of other people believe that Taker's streak is never gonna end. And I still feel that way. I don't think Taker's streak ever ends. And when he goes into the Hall of Fame as the guy that's never been defeated. What?
Steve Carino just responded to your thing twice, talking mad shit about you. First response was,
you have
five.
First
response was,
I
rose
see
eyes. Second response was, ha ha ha, you have 5 followers. You should probably think about suicide.
Oh, man. Ouch, dude. Ouch.
You said you should think about suicide.
Oh, man. He's telling me to commit suicide? Steve Carino telling me to commit suicide? Wow.
Here's your response.
Wow.
Here, listen. You first. Hashtag do the world a favor. Bam.
No, dude, that's corny, dude. That's corny, bro.
He started it.
He started it, but it's like, dude, I don't know. Suicide.
You first. Hashtag do the world a favor.
Oh, so look at this, dude. I hit the reply button. Okay. Steve Carino has blocked me on Twitter.
Oh.
You are not authorized
King
to look
Carino,
up.
Your Highness, Your Royal Highness, come back.
Oh my God! So that's what he does. Dude. He responds and tells me. He says, "You go commit suicide," and then blocks me, bro. Oh my God, man! Ouch, dude. Ouch. Come on. What a pussy. Steve Carino, you're a pussy. Tell that motherfucker. Tell that motherfucker. Somebody send him the number. You have a vagina, Steve Carino. You have a vagina. Somebody go send Steve Carino. Somebody go send Steve Carino 518-712-3070. Tell him we're live right now on air.
Clark is live on the radio right now and to call up.
Somebody that isn't blocked. Tell him to pick up a phone and call up or be a bitch and block the WZR Army on Twitter. You pussy, Steve Carino. What are you, pussy? We're live. 518-712-3070. The king. You ain't no king. You're an indie jobber.
That property booked up, you fucking moron.
You're an indie jobber, dude. If anything, you should commit suicide, you indie jobber. You nobody, bro. You're a nobody. I mean, you've never been in WWE. You've never been in TNA. And you're telling me to commit suicide, bro? I make more money than you, and you're a pro wrestler working for Ring of Honor and on the indie scene. Get out of here.
I was going to say, more people know the name Ryan Clark from pro wrestling than Steve Carino. What does that tell you? Hashtag jobber.
Hashtag jobber. Bigger jobber, you idiot. Anyways, get to our chat room. It's WZROnline.com. /chat. WZROnline.com/chat. Check it out. Get in there. Lots and lots of people. All right, let's finish up WrestleMania. I do too. Let's finish up WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar against Triple H, man. What'd you think about this, man? Lesnar's a beast, bro. He is a beast.
I heard he got knocked unconscious in the first few minutes of the match.
Yeah, he was knocked out cold, man. And you know he continued on with the match. We had
Do we know that?
It was a knee to the head. That did it from Triple H, but you were talking about going in that you thought maybe Triple H was, they were going to pull a swerve here and they were going to have Triple H lose. I picked Triple H to win, and after the match I said that Shawn Michaels and Triple H were going to celebrate together. You had said that Shawn Michaels was going to cost Triple H the match and Brock Lesnar was going to win. So I'm on you.
Real quick, the chat room confirmed somebody did tweet Steve Carino the number, so it's up to him. The ball's in his court now. Hashtag jobber. But the Lesnar Triple H thing, you're right. I really thought that they were. I still don't know why Shawn Michaels is there now. In hindsight, like what purpose did he serve? But yeah, I also thought that Triple H might actually surprise people and then take the 3 count, but he didn't. Right. And as far as what I thought of the match, I thought it was good. It was a street fight like we thought. It was good, especially knowing that Lesnar was unconscious in the beginning of the match and performed that well. That's twice now. Lesnar has been unconscious at WrestleMania.
Real quick, caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, what's up? Hey, if you guys think Steve Carino is such a loser, why are you so butthurt about him insulting you?
We're not.
Come on, guys. I'm a big fan of your show. Just, you can admit it to your fans. You're butthurt over Steve Carino making fun of you guys. Come on.
What? I'm butthurt over.
There's no butthurt. If Steve's such a loser, why are your guy's feeling so hurt?
Well, listen,
it's
first
amazing.
of all, you can calm. It's okay because you're a bigger loser. You're already getting on my nerves. But no, it's 120 minutes of
airtime. I'm a loser. I have no problem admitting I'm a loser. I'm just some fucked up shithead from the Midwest.
Yeah.
You got owned by Steve Corino. That's sad, dude. If he's such a loser, like you said, that is so sad.
It is. This is Steve Corino. This is Steve. It is.
I'm wound up. I'm pretty psyched. I'm a fan of your show, but you know, you guys are really wimpy, man. I can't believe it. I thought you guys would be, rocking the roids and all that, but you're really just, I don't know. I don't get it. Why so sad?
Well, which one is it? Do you want us to go hardcore and respond to them, or do you want us not to be butthurt? You can't have it both ways, homie. You got to pick one or the other.
Not really, because you guys are kind of hardcore butthurt.
This is Steve Corino.
No hardcore butthurt. We have a king tweeting us, and we have 120 minutes. So we figure,
in your ass crack.
It's like 10 minutes of airtime we get to kill for free. I should tell the guy thank you, though. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's the first time he's been relevant in the last 20 years, he did help us kill 20 minutes of a 120-minute show. So I should thank him.
Well, I don't know, man. In my opinion, Steve Corino should drop the Mr. Wrestling 3 and King of Old School moniker and be Steve 5-star match Corino. That's, he's that
you're just a shithead from the West, like you said, so I don't know how much your opinion matters, but... Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I forgive. Forgive me. From the Midwest. From the Midwest. From the Midwest. Florida,
what do you guys got in Florida besides mosquito and shitty humidity, man?
We got oranges down here. We got old citizens that come down here to retire.
You got Alligator Alley?
We got it all, man.
You got Alligator Alley. Don't forget Alligator Alley in the NASA launch off.
Alligator Alley as well. Yes. We do have Alligator Alley. We have little lizards that run around, and yeah.
He's going.
Great place to live.
Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, how you doing? My name's Dwayne from Florida.
How you doing, Dwayne? Florida. You got Alligator Alley down in Florida. Don't forget about Alligator Alley.
Do you guys have an app for like Android or anything like that to make listening a little bit easier?
We're working on for WZR Online, man. We are working on an app, but it's a lot easier said than done, man. It's difficult. That was not, by the way, in the chat room. That was not Steve Corino. Everybody in the chat room. I know it sounded a little bit like him, but it was.
I don't even know what he sounds like.
Yeah, it
I
was.
have no idea if he called in.
Yeah, I don't believe that was Steve Corino, man. That I don't think he would call up. I don't believe so.
If it was, I just fucked him up. I'd be embarrassed. I wouldn't show my face at any indie shows for at least another couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was not Steve Corino. We don't have it confirmed, but nonetheless, I'm pretty sure it was not him. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up? Oh, hung up on us. We'll take this one. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, what up, Ryan? It's the guy from Union City who called you up yesterday.
Union City. What's up, man?
What's going on? Hey, the whole Steve Corino thing, all I got to say about that, at least you not the guy sticking his thumb up guys' asses.
Oh my God, there was something about that, right? Something. Yeah, I remember that. Where something happened at a show or so, right? What's the story beyond that?
Fucking thumb up someone's ass?
Yeah, what's the story? It was a while ago.
He would always do that shit. From that incident on forward, he would always do that in his matches.
Well, oh, Jesus. Let's stick a thumb up somebody's ass? Get out of here with that shit, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, it's Dwayne. I just got cut off. My phone sucks.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, what we do is we just answer the questions, and then basically I'll let you go, and then you got to turn the speakers back up. But it's all good. We'll bring you back. It's good.
My main question, do you really think next year is going to be Taker's last WrestleMania? And if so, do you think he's going to go into the Hall of Fame? And who do you think his opponent's going to be?
Yeah, I don't know. How many more matches do you think Taker has left in him, man? Boone.
Oh, jeez. I mean, I would assume he's definitely going to do next year unless he's injured or something comes up, right? After that, your guess is as good as mine. I mean, he should be done. He should have been done 10 years ago. So who the fuck knows? He's amazing.
Yeah. I think, I mean, we're going to see him next year, no doubt about it. I mean, keep in mind, next year's WrestleMania 30, so I think, I mean, if there was ever a time to kind of hang it up, and not only that, but the dude's only got to come back and work 1 or 2 matches a year, you know what I mean? It's not like he's working a full-time schedule, so I would say if he wanted to, and I know the guy's approaching 50 years old, but if he wanted to, he could probably do 3, 4 more matches, you know? But we'll have to wait and see. You know, like we said, man, it's only 1 match per year that he's doing. I mean, he may work Extreme Rules, but you know, we don't have that confirmed just yet. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
So Steve Carino had thumbs up before us, right?
Yes, I believe so. That's what the caller said.
Okay.
I never heard that before.
Okay, but you have bones 7-inch cock in your mouth.
Nice.
I didn't even understand what he said. Something in my mouth?
He said you got Boone's 7.5-inch cock in your mouth.
Is that what he said? Get out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. Wow, Steve Carino's got a hell of a fan base, huh, dude? He's got some fans around these parts. Caller,
because he put me over. We got to finish WrestleMania and Raw.
All right, we will. All right, one more call. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? What do you think is the more respectable title, the World Heavyweight title or the WWE title? Seeing as how the World Heavyweight title is like the workhorse / Intercontinental title.
Oh, it's the WWE title over the world title. I mean, that's their main title. You know what I mean? As of right now, I mean that you've got John Cena, you've got The Rock holding that title, and then for the world title, what you've got, you know, Del Rio, Swagger, and they only introduced the and it's, you know, I mean. In the old days, it was the World Heavyweight title, you know what I mean? And now it's the WWE title that is the...
I disagree. I was agreeing with you up until that. I was going to say, the only reason the WWE title is bigger now, like you said, bigger stars hold it. They don't have enough anchor talent on SmackDown to have like a champion that is perceived as big a star as Cena, Rock, or Punk, or whatever. But back in the day, when you had Austin holding one title, The Rock holding the other, or Triple H, then both titles seemed to be of the same importance. But yeah, WWE title is definitely a bigger deal these days than the World Heavyweight title.
Let me take one more call, then we'll get back into the main event of WrestleMania. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up? Quick, you're live. 3, 2, 1. You're out of here. Whoa! All right. So we'll just finish it up, man. The final match on WrestleMania. By the way, right before the main event, they announced that the official, or what WWE says was the official attendance was...
The officially reported attendance.
Yeah, 80,676 fans in attendance is what WWE said. We're hearing, and an official number is probably going to be released here in the coming days, but we're hearing just over 70,000 people. Somewhere between 70 and 80,000 people, but WWE, and that's probably more likely paid about 70,000, and then there were probably...
I would even say, I'd say somewhere in the 60s. I'd say there's about 10,000 or more comps, at least, I would say.
10,000 or more comps sounds about right, yeah, and that's probably...
Right in there, yeah.
So if you say 70,000 paid, and then 80,676 with all the comps and WWE talents, families, and celebrities, and everybody else, you know.
Comps.
Yeah, comps. So the main event, man, what'd you think? John Cena and The Rock, number 2. They were originally going to do a third match. They were going to build it up as a grudge match at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Rock was obviously, you know, probably going to job out there again and then leave WWE as he's got movies to film. With The Rock's injury, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But Rock Cena, I thought it was a good match, dude. I mean, every time, we've seen him twice, man. We saw him at WrestleMania, 28 and WrestleMania 29. Both matches have been really good. And then the way that they did it, where they had... You know, after The Rock lost, he finally got back to his feet and basically put John Cena over, said, you beat me fair and square, you were the better man tonight. I like the way that they did that, you know, to have the show end. And not only that, but you know that by having John Cena win, the crowd's already going to be pissed off, right? So to give it kind of a feel-good moment, to end the show on a feel-good note, that's why I think they had The Rock come and kind of hold up Cena's hand and say, you know what, you were the better guy tonight. to kind of send the crowd home happy, despite Cena winning the title.
That was the torch being passed. I mean, it was The Rock letting Hogan do his poses.
Exactly.
WrestleMania 1919. It was Hogan giving the Ultimate Warrior a hug in Toronto. It was the passing of the torch, and it was exactly what you expect. Cena wins, Rock endorses him. But as far as the match, I really didn't like the match. I appreciated the fact that The Rock could keep up for that long and keep that kind of pace going, considering he's not a regular worker anymore. But I would have to say, and one cool thing was, and they both put up during the Q&A with the Legends on Raw, where Cena said, "You didn't beat me, Rock. I beat myself. If I wouldn't have tried to do your move and beat you with your own move, the People's Elbow, and you wouldn't have popped up and got me, I wouldn't have lost." So then this year during the match, they had that spot, and you see Cena go to do that again, and he says, "Fuck it," and he just does his move. But then Rock kicks out, and then The Rock pops up and does Cena's move, and you think, oh shit, the same way Cena tried to do Rock's move and beat him with it and lost, Rock's going to try and do Cena's move and lose this year, but they didn't do that. It was a tease.
Right.
So they had that as a false finish. But then at one point, I swear to God, there was, I'd say 6 attitude adjustments in a row attempted, or 6 rock bottoms in a row. Like they'd reverse out of one finish, go right into the other, reverse out of that, right. It was too many. And I think that made the finish kind of flat, in my opinion. But I didn't really think the match was all that great. It was good considering neither one of them are the greatest fucking, phenomenal workers of all time. Had a lot of heat, as you would expect, not as much as in Miami, The Rock's hometown, in my opinion. Maybe it just didn't sound that way on TV. But I think overall letdown.
Check this out in the chat room. Coming after Raw, we're going to make a big deal out of this just because we can. And I'm going to put it up on the website, and we're going to make a story out of Steve Carino. It's going to be up on the website when we go off the air here tonight. Oh, it's going to be up there. That's the story,
You're going to start a whole fucking war, I guarantee it.
Yeah, and a lot of fans. Wait till you see the comments on these posts, man, when I put this up on the net, dude. Come on, dude, you can't tell.
If you unleash the army on Hogan or something, he's still Hogan. Same with Piper. But Carino, you're going to kill the poor guy, man. Don't do that.
Well, I mean, come on, dude. Listen. When somebody comes out and they do, they'll put stuff up. Somebody comes out with a racial slur or a gay type slur. There's always a story. There's always a story to be made, and that's kind of a big deal, man. That's kind of a big deal where a guy that's in the spot like that tells somebody to commit suicide with all the anti-bullying and everything else that's going on these days, dude. Somebody like that. I mean, I could care less. You know what I mean, dude? I don't give a shit, dude. But when there's a story to be made, there's a story to be made, and we're gonna make one out of it.
You mean you're not gonna go cry yourself to sleep tonight because
you
existed and was gonna kill yourself?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, dude. So WrestleMania, dude, as a whole, man, I gave it a school letter grade of a C. I'm gonna go get the results right now on WZROnline.com.
I said B minus, which isn't an option. So between B and C, I'd have to go C. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, I'd have to say C.
Yeah. So the fans that voted on WZROnline.com, we said give the WrestleMania 29 pay-per-view a school letter grade. 32% of the vote gave it a C. 23% of the vote gave it a B. 21% of the votes gave it a D. 14% gave it an F, and 10% gave it an A. So there's very few A's. It seemed like, C's and B's. C came in first place, B second place, D third place. So I don't know, anywhere, it's, I guess a B minus, like you said, man. I mean, there's a C, a B, and a D, so I guess a B minus makes the most sense, right? Right in the middle there.
Yeah, well, there wasn't any breathtakingly amazing matches like Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. The best match, like I said, in my opinion, was Taker Punk, and that wasn't a 5-star match or anything like that. So there wasn't any huge angles. There wasn't any big shocking surprises. It was a really ordinary, average kind of show. And on those kind of shows, you need at least 1 or 2 match of the year candidates, something like that, to bump it up. And because there wasn't, I'd say, C would be a fair grade.
Right. All right, let's get into Monday Night Raw real quick. We'll just do the high points and the low points. We showed some of the crowd chants. We aired those during the commercial break that we took just a little bit ago. I didn't think it was a great show, dude, but it was one of those shows where because of the crowd chants, you didn't want it to end, dude, just because it was awesome. It was that good. I'll go on record as saying, I mean, WWE's been to, whenever they go to Canada, you get great crowds up there. Same thing when they go over to England.
Philly, New York, Chicago. There's a lot of hot spots.
Right, but I'll go on record as saying England's another. I mean, European crowds are great,
Yeah,
you know.
Detroit's a good one.
But I'll go on record as saying in the history of Monday Night Raw, I think that was the best crowd I've ever seen, ever in the history of Raw.
It was an ECW crowd, but times 10 because it was a WWE sized audience with ECW sized passion. Like you said, the show wasn't the greatest show in the world. In fact, it was, if you mute the show and watch it on mute, it was probably boring as shit, you know?
Yeah.
But the crowd made the show, and like I told you, and like we said yesterday on a little hotline or whatever we did for an hour, I thought it was, the best word to describe the show was fun. It wasn't a great show, but it was so fun because of that crowd. You really wanted to be there.
Mm. They kicked it off, man. John Cena came out. Well, they did the they did when the opening video of Raw hits. They do like a recap of last week. They aired some highlights from WrestleMania. It was all still shots as they want you to order the DVD or replay on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Right. So John Cena comes out, right, and he's got a new T-shirt, right, new figures, right, the night after
dancing
WrestleMania.
like a retard. Oh God.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, dude. He referenced.
It was that corny Cena that everybody fucking
Yeah.
can't stand. That's the Cena we got.
Right, he referenced Rock's return to WWE last year, and he finally won the WWE title. He did the whole heel turn joke, right? Peter Rosenberg from Hot 97 did an interview, and he asked him, he basically came out and called him straight up front and said, listen, man, you're known as a company guy, and I know I'm not going to get much out of you because, you say the things in interviews that WWE wants to hear you say. But, he said, pan the camera down, look at my shoe, and then he said, everybody wants a heel turn, and he turned it sideways. It was ridiculous, dude. It was so stupid. John Cena, man, to Peter Rosenberg from Hot 97.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that from Raw. That's
and then
cute, I guess.
No, and then he did it on Raw, man. He came out and did the same exact thing on Raw.
Oh, the dancing, yeah, my heel turn. No, I didn't even notice that. Wow. I'm retarded.
Right. So what happened? Mark Henry comes out, right? He wants to defend. He's going to be a fighting champion. He wants to defend the WWE title, and it's going to happen tonight on Raw. So Mark Henry comes out, and John Cena pretty much accepts the challenge. But then Booker T comes out. He's pissed off, right? He says, for some reason, Rock is entitled to a rematch. So we know we're going to see Rock versus Cena 3 at some point. A grudge
match. Yeah.
Right. So Cena wants, to fight for the WWE title tonight. So basically, they set up a match. Rock is the number one contender. But if Mark Henry can beat John Cena tonight, he'll be in for a future WWE title shot. I burped right there if you're wondering what happened.
Alright. But I don't know if you're like me. As soon as Cena was doing the goofy shit, I was like, oh God. Then Mark Henry's music hits, and I'm like, oh God. Like, it just seemed like we were gearing up for a shitty-ass Raw, which, without the crowd, it probably would have been, but I was just like, wow, this is the WrestleMania follow-up. You got more eyeballs watching the show than any you'll have all year, most likely. And your follow-up is Cena doing a comedy promo, and then Mark Henry interrupting it. Like, oh God, what's trash?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And like we talked about yesterday, they had no Brock Lesnar, no CM Punk, no Rock. You know what I mean? So they didn't have a lot to work with.
Yeah, but you gotta remember when John Cena comes out, man, and he cuts that promo, they had plans in place for Rock to come out there, dude. So with late creative rewrites during the afternoon hours, at like 3 o'clock, you got to understand Mark Henry was kind of thrown in there. You know what I mean? And there was no Brock Lesnar either. They were gonna do a big angle with Brock Lesnar and The Rock to tease, next year's WrestleMania. With The Rock not being there, Brock Lesnar didn't even appear on Raw on Monday night. You know what I mean? So a lot of things. Wow, yeah. Carino is blocking people left and right. It's like anybody from the WZR Army that responds right now, dude, is just block.
You better get familiar with that block button because there's going to be a couple thousand times he's going to have to hit it because the Army will not fucking relent.
How many of you have been banned? It's like every time I look at the chat room right now, Carino blocked me. I'm blocked.
Yeah, me too.
My God, dude, holy hell! All right, what else? The high points and the low points of Raw. We had a Intercontinental title rematch, right? We had The Miz and Wade Barrett. What'd you think of this, man? I thought Miz, when he won the title at WrestleMania, and I know why they did it. You brought up a good point earlier. They wanted to kick things off hot, right? Give the crowd a title change going into WrestleMania. It was a good way to open WrestleMania, but why not give the Miz a run with the IC title, man? Wade Barrett has just grown stale, man. You know what I mean? He's grown really stale.
Maybe they are planning on giving the Miz a run, but if you do, the classic way to do that is to have the babyface chase the title, not the other way around. So I guess just to set the tone at Mania, let's have the title change in the pre-show. That's why Miz has the title, and then let's hurry up and switch it back to the next one on Raw so that Miz can chase it officially, leading into a pay-per-view where he wins it and then gets his run for real. If that's what they're doing. I don't know if that's what they're doing, man.
There were two backstage segments, right? It was Vicky Guerrero and Brad Maddox. Sheamus walks in, right? And he wants a match with the Big Show. So Vicky gives him one, and we're good to go, right? Then Randy Orton is backstage, and he goes up to Booker T. And, Booker breaks the news that Sheamus was already given a match with the Big Show, right? So Orton tells Booker, he talks him into overruling Vicky Guerrero and Brad Maddox. How does that work? Vicky Guerrero is the general manager of Monday Night Raw. Booker T is the general manager of WWE SmackDown. So how does Booker T all of a sudden make the matches ahead of Vicky Guerrero when he's not?
Her authority. Yeah,
when
me to go ahead.
It just it doesn't make sense where the SmackDown general manager overrules the Raw general manager when we're talking about Monday Night Raw. We're not on SmackDown. You know what I mean? It was ridiculous. Dude, it was stupid.
I'm trying to figure that out because I'm still trying to figure out how Vince is still anybody because the board of directors threw him out. How Triple H still runs the show because I thought he lost it at some point, but then got it back. Their authority situation is so crazy. AJ was, and then Vicky was kind of who fucking knows who's in charge. And more importantly, much like Steve Corino's entire career.
So check this out, man. We had Alberto Del Rio in a match against Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter, right? It's a handicap match. Del Rio picks up the win here. He forced Jack Swagger to tap out once again with the cross arm breaker, right? And after it's over, Swagger applies the ankle lock, or they call it the Patriot Act, right? And so Del Rio's taking this beat down, and he's about to be submitted. He's already won the match, but it's a post-match attack, and then man, I fucked that one up, dude. I got the old theme saved for Dolph Ziggler. I got to update my. I got like a whole folder with WWE themes. You know what I mean? Just for this radio. Yeah, dude. But I got to update the theme. Whoops, my bad. But Dolph Ziggler comes out, dude. The pop that Ziggler got, man, from that crowd. How ridiculous was that? I talked to somebody that you work for. I'll bring up his name, man. I asked him. I sent him a message. Right, I'm trying to be a nice guy. I'm trying to be cordial with him, and I said to Michael Shalik, man, did you have a good time over WrestleMania weekend? And he said yes. And I said, how about that pop for Dolph Ziggler? And he said that it was the loudest pop he's ever heard, ahead of a Steve Austin, ahead of a Rock pop, one of the loudest pops that he's ever heard when Ziggler came out.
Well, I was going to say, with the Raw, like last year, Brock Lesnar got that huge pop because he was the surprise at the end of the Raw following WrestleMania. This year, we were waiting for something big like that to happen. Maybe RVD, since he was in town, who knows? But we were waiting for somebody to come out or something to pop that crowd insanely like Lesnar did. And I would say that pop was equal to, or maybe even more enthusiastic than Lesnar's pop. Because as soon as his music hit, that fucking crowd was like, holy shit, here we go. Finally, Ziggler's cashing in and winning the belt. And he did. You probably was. That, now you got it right.
That theme is way better. Anyways, man, the new theme
I
that
think
he's
it sucks.
really. I think
yeah, there's too many like shitty B level alternative rock and roll songs for entrance moves these days. They need something that, I don't know, something like the Glass Shatter or something fucking cool.
Yeah.
His old theme song.
But what do you think, man? Dolph Ziggler. Everybody's been asking, man. It seems like every single week we get a question on here, man. When is Dolph Ziggler gonna cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase? What do you think about this, though, man? I mean, WrestleMania in front of 80,000 people, I felt like would have been the right time to do it. But I mean, the fact is he came out. I was worried that they were gonna sour on Ziggler and he was gonna come out. And then we talked about this last night, man. When he came out and they rang the bell and he hit the zigzag for the first time, and Del Rio had kicked out after that beatdown after the match, I said, you know what? They're not going to give Ziggler the title right now. And you kept saying over and over, dude, he's winning the title, bro. Don't worry about it. He's winning the title. And then, eventually he did wind up winning it. But did anybody else think that, man, in the chat room? When he came out, were you guys thinking, man, he just hit the zigzag, they're not going to give him the title? Was I the only one? You know?
There's two thoughts that probably go through everybody's heads, like you said. The second he didn't get the pin off that zigzag, the initial thought through people's heads is probably because the rules are so confusing. People are like, oh shit, can he, never mind, I don't want to cash it in, like, I'll save it for later.
Yeah.
Then when they realize he can't, it's like, oh shit, he's not going to win, he's going to cash it in and lose, like Cena. But, yeah, I never bought. I knew he was winning the whole time.
Yeah, it was awesome, dude. And like I said, the pop that he got was huge. And, I mean, let's see how far they go with it, man. I mean, he was in the main event.
Oh, yeah, it was the famouser, by the way, not the zigzag.
Oh, my bad. We'll see how far they go with the title run. You know, he was in the main event of this week's SmackDown, held on to it there. Obviously, they're not going to take it off him this quick, man. But
I think he gets a run.
Hopefully the crowd catches on, and I mean the crowd's been hot on Ziggler for months now, man. You know, I think he's to the point now where he's a solid main eventer, man. He's gonna be there, you know, for quite some time.
I think he's gonna get a run with the belt, and I think the obvious move, hopefully they do it, is to have him do the babyface turn and feud with Langston and AJ, right?
Yeah. But are you gonna put a guy like Biggie Langston in a world title match just yet, dude? I don't know if they're gonna have that. I mean,
no, that's a good point too. He hasn't earned it, but then like we talked about earlier, that world title, they don't have nearly as many challengers as the WWE title. I mean, like who goes on SmackDown to challenge for the belt other than who do we have to pick from as far as heels?
You've got Del Rio, but he's a babyface. You've got Swagger.
Oh yeah, they'll probably do that. Del Rio's Ziggler, and then we'll see after that what happens.
Well, and you know what else on SmackDown? I mean, the main event of SmackDown last night was Dolph Ziggler and Chris Jericho, and Fandango got involved in this. So maybe. I mean, WWE is going to test the waters with Fandango, and we'll see how far. I mean, I know the guy doesn't look like a main eventer. He doesn't have the size that WWE normally looks for a main eventer, but with the crowd reaction on Raw, let's see what happens in the coming weeks with Fandango when they get out of the Northeast and, you know, when they don't have that crowd that they had at Raw Monday night. Are they still going to take after this guy, and are they still going to, you know, are they going to give this guy a run and maybe feature him in main event matches, or is Fandango going to go back to being, you know, just another mid-card guy where...
Well, you can't take him back to being a mid-card guy because he hasn't been established as anything yet. We don't know where in the card he's going to be. Obviously, he's got to he's got to ascend to the main event. You don't just start off there. But I think it's pretty obvious with the way they promoted the character that Vince, it's one of those goofy characters that Vince likes. And that alone, he'll have stuff to do every week. Whether or not he's a main event or mid-carder, important or a joke act, he'll have stuff to do every week because you can tell that his team likes the character.
We had Randy Orton and Sheamus. We talked about this earlier, man. They set it up. You know, Booker T overruled Vicky Guerrero for some reason or another. And this is where the crowd just went nuts, bro. It was almost like, you know how... When the steam and the dry ice and everything else that WWE does, right? It's almost like they put some sort of drug in that steam that filled up the arena, dude. And the whole crowd during Orton versus Sheamus just went nutso, dude. Ole,
That's
ole,
why I
ole,
think I
ole.
said something like that, dude. I was like, did they just drop acid out of the ceiling and like everybody's tripping right now? What the fuck happened? Like out of nowhere,
I mean,
the crowd became the show.
I mean, Randy Orton came out to no reaction. Sheamus came out to no reaction. And then during the match, the crowd could have cared less. And then Randy threw a temper tantrum after it was over backstage with the crowd reactions, man. You know, and you know, he was pissed off that nobody gave a fuck about the match. And then, you know, and it was a good match for what it was, dude. But you couldn't you couldn't even pay attention. I mean, you couldn't pay attention.
Who won? I have no idea.
We had Randy Orton. Who did win? Who did win here?
Did Big Show come out? Did they do something?
That's
like
what it
that?
was. That's what it was. The Big Show came out, and then the crowd started chanting, "Thank you, Big Show. Thank you, Big Show."
Yeah. You're right.
Big Show came out and destroyed Randy Orton, and then took out Sheamus as well. As the crowd chanted, "Thank you, Big Show," at a guy that's trying to make
run
a
down some of the chants. But just this match alone, they had RVD, JBL, Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, Cotton Candy, Pretzel Guy. They were singing Fandango theme music.
Randy Savage.
This is awesome. We are awesome. They were chanting "We are awesome" about themselves at one point. There was all kinds of shit.
Yeah, there was Randy Savage chant and Randy Orton sitting in the ring. You know what I mean? It was crazy.
Yeah.
We had a Fandango. Won his.
Oh yeah, now one other chant they had, by the way. Karina's a jobber. They were chanting that.
Were they chanting that too, dude?
Yeah.
We had God, I wish we had like a WZR radio sign or something that was in the arena, so somebody could have pointed to the sign and been like WZR, or something like that. You know what I mean?
I'd mark out for that.
That would have been awesome. We had Fandango. Fandango against Kofi Kingston. This was his official Raw debut in a match, right?
How would he say his name if he were to say it? I mean, what would it sound like?
Who's that?
Fandango. If he were to say his own name, I mean, I don't know.
See, you fucked that up too, dude. Everybody fucks it up.
I was gonna stop.
Fandango, bro. Everybody says Fandango. Even the announcers on Monday night, dude. Let me show you.
How does he say it?
Let me show you how it's really done, dude. I don't have my thing. I know you're trying to get me to do it, dude, but I don't have the thing up. I'm trying to stall, bro, but I didn't have.
Dude.
There it is. A little better late than
That's
never.
how he said it.
Once
All
again.
right. So Raw debut. What'd you think?
It was a good match, dude. I mean, he was out there with Kofi Kingston. Fandango, Johnny Curtis, dude, he's awesome. He's an awesome in-ring worker. So to have him in matches, and they're putting him in matches with people that they know can work, man. Kofi Kingston, can have great matches, great worker. Chris Jericho at WrestleMania is another one, I mean, they're giving him opponents that they know can, he can go out there and have a good match against. He's a great worker, man. I think he's gonna catch on, man. He's gonna catch on.
I've heard the name Johnny Curtis, but I've never seen him work other than WrestleMania so far. So I mean, you say he's a good worker.
Great worker.
I assume you're right. You know your stuff, so
yeah.
I'm sure you're right.
Great worker.
Carino, I don't know if he's a good worker. I know he had that. You still have to drop stuff because I remember Bret Hart recently. They asked him, like, 1 out of 10, how good of a worker is Steve Carino? What did Brett say? I forget.
I thought it was mediocre at best, and maybe a 4 out of 10 or 3 out of 10.
Maybe a 4 out of 10 or a 3 out of 10.
Mediocre at best. That's right.
Yeah, something like that, dude.
Just bring it, bitch!
We had the WrestleMania match was scrapped, man. We had the Funkadactyls with Sweet Tea, Tenzai Sweet Tea, dude, what the fuck? Tenzai and Brodus Clay against.
They got him dressed up like a goofball now. Sweet Tea, goofy clothes.
We had so it was the Funkadactyls and Brodus Clay and Tenzai Sweet Tea against Damian Sandow, Cody Rhodes, and the Bella Twins. This was originally supposed to be on WrestleMania 29, was cut due to time constraints. You actually put up photos, man. You gotta feel bad, man. As the Bella Twins were backstage, right? And there was like a group photo where it was those two along with Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow, and they were all hugging backstage right before they were set to go out for their match. Like it was a big deal. The Bellas tweeted, we're so excited, it's almost time to go out there, and then boom, nothing. They're notified.
Dude, you better play the clip, man.
Oh,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that,
I didn't know if
dude.
you know what I was talking about. But yeah, you painted the picture. You set the tone real good because there's many times where we've posted articles or heard that a match got cut, and you never really think what that means. And that picture really explains it best. They're in their ring gear. They got their hair wetted down. They got their tights on. Their boots laced up. They're hugging. They're getting ready to walk out, and then they're told, "Ain't nobody got time for that," and they gotta just change back into their clothes and watch the rest of the show like everybody else.
Bro, and not only that, but you're not talking about a Raw, you're not talking about a SmackDown, you're talking about WrestleMania, dude, and they were
Yeah.
ready. You could tell how excited they were, man. The tweets that they sent out were about ready to go to the ring, and then they're told, due to time constraints, your match is scrapped. We're gonna do it tomorrow night on Raw. What a letdown!
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
oh
and
man.
I don't remember if it was Nikki or Brie, but one of them got a new set of tits for WrestleMania, and they didn't get to show them off. So that's a damn shame.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for no new
Dude.
tits, no titties, dude. Ain't nobody got time for that. Can you see? Can you see them titties? Ain't nobody got time for that. All right.
Sucking on my titties.
Sucking on my titties. I ain't got that one queued up. All right, and then we had the main event, dude, of Monday Night Raw. By the way, it was a quick match too, dude. They didn't give him much time, right? The Funkadactyls and Brodus Clay and Sweet Tea, you know, they won a comedy type match, if you will. Sweet Tea and Brodus Clay pinned Damian Sandow after hitting a double splash. And then in the main event of Monday Night Raw, you had Mark Henry against John Cena. Throughout the entire main event, dude, the crowd's chanting for Fandango, bro. They dun 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 dun.
Dude, yeah, it does sound like I Dream a Genie or Bewitched or whatever that theme song. It sounds just like it, but yeah, whatever. It's fucking good.
All right, so that was Monday Night Raw, dude. It wasn't the greatest of shows, man, but once again, dude, those crowd chants were just awesome, man.
Yep.
It really made for a much better show.
Average show, above average audience. That's all.
Yeah, average show, even a little bit below average for your post-WrestleMania Raw, man, but it was just the crowd. And that shows, man, if you've got a good crowd that are doing chants and making it fun and entertaining, man, you didn't want Raw to end on Monday night, you know? And you don't, you know, and you know that next week you're going to go back to the same boring, dull crowd that you normally have.
I was going to ask you, SmackDown, you said they were humming theme songs from Fandango outside the arena. I think it was in Boston last night. Did we ever get reports from the tapings whether or not the crowd was crazy there too?
They weren't nearly as good as Monday Night Raw. I mean, there were a couple of good chants, and you know, after it was over, John Cena cut we've got a post-show report that we're gonna put up, you know, after we go up the air here tonight, but not nearly as good as the crowd on Raw. So, and not only that, dude,
that's
but
what I was gonna ask you. You said Cena did the whole thing. I was because Boston's his hometown. I didn't know if he was part of the show or not.
yeah, well, that's another thing, dude, is you had, you know, WrestleMania and Raw were both in New Jersey, and then it's kind of a drive up to Boston, dude. It's not nearly as close as,
It's
you
not
know.
the same thing.
Yeah, it's not nearly as close. I mean, the Izod Center is only a couple miles away, you know, from MetLife Stadium, so it was a quick drive over. Whereas going from the Izod Center to the TD Garden Arena up in Boston is like a 4, 5, 6 hour drive. You know what I mean? So it wasn't nearly the same. So that was Monday Night Raw from last night. Now we got to do a rapid fire. Wow, it's 10:06. Are you serious? Wow. All right, rapid fire. Here we go. 34 of these things. Just giving you a heads up. 34 of them. So we got to do them quick. You ready? Anthony Remy. Hey, that's the guy that got the JTG video for us.
That's great.
Anytime I meet a wrestler, I will try and record them giving a shout out to the WZR Army. You're the man, bro. That's awesome. And thoughts on Diddy saying WrestleMania started here in 1995. Yeah, that was a big mistake, dude. Diddy came out and said something, WrestleMania started right here in New Jersey in 1995. No, bro, not 1995, bro. That's 22 years ago, bro. There's been 29 WrestleManias. What are you talking about, 95? You know?
It was 84, right? Yeah, 84 in Madison Square Garden. He just got, I think maybe he said 94 instead of 84, right?
Well, he said 80.
Was it 95 instead of 85?
Yeah, maybe that's what it was, but he said 95 nonetheless, so it was a big mistake. Nathaniel Lippincott, Boone, not cock. Rock versus Brock or Brock versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30? Rock versus Brock.
Well, what do we want or what do we think?
I think he wants to know what the plan is. Rock versus Brock is the plan.
Yeah, plan is Brock versus Rock. I don't know how much that changed after Monday night and all that bullshit and Rock's injury. And we mentioned like last night, Brock, 2 matches at WrestleMania, he was injured in both of them. Last year it was his leg. This year it was his ribs and his abs and all that shit. So you got to think movie people's going to persuade him not to wrestle anymore. But yeah, Brock's the plan, and I'd prefer Brock Taker just because of their history.
Ian Jones, is it true that Boone could kick your ass in 2 seconds?
That's a true story.
Sergio Cardenas, what does WWE pull the trigger on Randy Orton's heel turn? He wants to go heel, man, and the original plan was to do that at WrestleMania 29. And even the lead-in, man, I mean, that was a late change. You could tell, man, because the whole build-up was, can Big Show coexist with, Sheamus and Randy Orton? And then the idea was to have, everybody's thinking about Big Show, can he coexist? The idea was to throw him off and have Randy Orton do the heel turn, and they went with a late change, man. So we know Randy wants to go heel, and, he's come on Twitter and said he wants to. It's all when WWE wants to do it. It doesn't seem like they're going to...
It looks like he's still in the doghouse for selling that fucking
right,
for the third time or whatever it was.
And as of right now, you've got Big Show who's the heel right now and not Randy. And the Big Show's heel role right now was originally planned for Randy Orton after WrestleMania. So I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, man. Big Show got the nod there. Glenn Tyler Devilier. Have you heard about a John Morrison return? Miz hinted at it during Access on Saturday. He's got an open invitation to return to WWE. He left on good terms. He says he's going to be back. He says he's going to be back eventually. Has said that in post-show interviews that one day he will return to WWE. When that happens, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just realized you said that he left on good terms, and I said, did he? I said, did he? And I realized that sounds exactly like Diddy, like P. Diddy. Did he?
That's a good one.
I just realized it.
Jason McGee, say
Doc. Better than you last year saying, I didn't realize Flo Rida is just Florida.
I didn't. I had no idea, motherfucker. Jason McGee, say .com 20 times, and can I have sex during WZR radio? I already did the .com thing 20 times, and it sounds like something cum, right? We did that.
Yeah, you got cum on the brain. I don't know. But if you want to have sex on the radio, you could call in and we could listen. That's always fun.
No, we don't want to listen to somebody having sex on live radio. Get out of here,
I wouldn't mind it. It's the radio.
Really? You wouldn't mind if somebody called up and was having sex on live radio?
I'd give her pointers. Yeah, like, good. Put her leg up here or do this, turn her around this
Really?
way. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Why not? Have fun.
It is kind of funny, dude. Well, like if you're outside walking around or something, because I live in an apartment complex, and if you're outside and you hear somebody, open the window, dude, you're like, oh my god, dude.
Have you ever been at a party and had a sex show perform? I got it on video. I can send you the clip where at my old apartment, my friend Joanne and one of her boyfriends was over, and they were fucking making out, and we were telling them to fucking ease up, you guys are damn near having sex in front of us. And she jokingly said, well, maybe we should. And then I talked them into it. Next thing you know, I got my video camera out on my phone, and I'm recording 2 two people getting down in the middle of a fucking party at my apartment.
You see that shit on youporn.com and youjizz.com. Those are my top two porn sites, by the way, that I check out and jack off to about 5 times a week.
Okay.
Six times a week, five or 6 times a week. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Boone jacks off like Boone jacks off like 15, 20 times a week, dude. We've already heard that. You know what I'm saying? But youjizz.com or pornhub.com, you know, they're good ones. You know.
Is there really a site called youjizz.com?
Oh, it's great, bro. They've got full clips. I'm telling you, youjizz.com, bro. It's fucking great, bro. Or pornhub.com or YouPorn. Instead of YouTube.
I've heard of those. Yeah, RedTube. I've heard of all. I never heard of youjizz.com.
Yeah, Tube8.com is another one. They're good one. Pornhub is great, Robbie. You're right in the chat. There's some good. I like youjizz.com, to be honest with you. That's a good one.
You just got viruses on a bunch of 13-year-old kids' computers. You know that.
No. These aren't virus sites, man. Youjizz.com, Pornhub.com.
Yeah, stick to WZROnline.com/photos. Look for diva galleries and jerk off to a piece of Trish Stratus's
No, don't jerk off on WZR Online. That's not the image I want in my head. Little kids sitting there on WZR, sitting there on WZR. They got the WZR logo right up in the top left-hand corner, and here they are with the right hand on the cock, spanking it.
Yeah, if you hit the title belt or whatever, it's 2 points. You know, you just got.
I'll give you another one too, dude. Meatspin.com is a great website. It's probably the best.
I've heard of that one. No, wait, that's the one with the big asshole or whatever, ain't it?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's one of the best porn sites on the internet.
Yeah, you got me with that shit before.
No, bro, I'm telling you, it's one of the best porn sites on the internet. Go check it out. Trust me. You guys, if you haven't seen it yet, you should go there right now. But seriously, man, it's awesome, man. Just go check it out. Meatspin.com. Actually, I'm gonna check it out. I haven't been here in a while. www.meatspin.com. Just check it out. Oh my God, dude! Jesus Christ, dude!
I don't remember what it is. I know it's something goofy or whatever. Hold on, now I'll go. My computer's slow.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, load it up. Just
Alright, here we go. Meat spin, like as in food meat or meat and greet meat?
Like food. MEAT spin.com.
Give me a minute. Here we go.
That's terrible, bro. That's fucking terrible.
This computer sucks. Stick with me here. It's loading. Here we go. Click meatspin.com, the site.
Yeah, it'll load up. It'll come up.
If you're under the age of 18, find a set of census, please leave now. It's loading. Where's the Jeopardy theme? Oh, Christ.
Really, dude?
Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck, man?
See it up there?
Oh. Alright, that's not right.
Oh my God, dude, that's fucking terrible.
Fucking dick swinging and shit. Get out of here.
That is terrible, dude.
You're laughing like a 3-year-old who just saw his first penis. What the fuck?
That's terrible, bro. Alright, we got Nardog JG. Any plans of adding a third member to the broadcast team? Not at the me and Matty Boone are pretty good, man. If you add a third member, you get a lot of people cutting each other off. I mean, we have the same problem with callers and everything else that pop up, you know what I mean?
Like when we have interview guests or whatever. I mean, me and you talk over each other enough, so.
Leon Cruz. Hey Ryan, newbie here, first time listener. No doubt, buddy. Welcome. I've noticed lately the not so creative era post your news sometimes in their feed, I guess. In their memes. What is that? In their memes? Sometimes. And have a similar sense of humor. Do you guys run that page? Great show, by the way. I do not run that page, but a lot of people, post the news that we put up on the website. So, whatever works. Ranjit Kahal, good dude, man. Sends a lot of news and everything for WZR Online. He's a good guy. UFC on Fox 8. Rory McDonald against Jake Ellenberger. Who's your pick?
Is that confirmed? I didn't know that. I'll pick Rory, but don't count Jake out. He's got 1 punch knockout power. If he gets out the first round, he's screwed. Good fight. I didn't know that. I know this weekend is the the finale of The Ultimate Fighter, and I don't think you've watched. It was the Chael Sonnen and John Jones season. I don't think you watched any of it, but they got this guy named Uriah Hall on the show. He had this spinning back kick knockout that was scary. All his fights have been like terrifyingly scary the way he knocks people out. People are saying he's the next Anderson Silva. Anyways, he fights this weekend in the finale of the Ultimate Fighter tournament, so check that out.
I'll take Rory in that fight too. Craig Skimmins, can you both do your best Arnold impression? Mine's terrible, bro. I can't do impressions.
Mine too. Yeah, I'll try it. But...
I'll be back. I can't do it, dude. I'm terrible.
I'm very honored to be here at your Hall of Fame, and I thought Hall of Fame. I want to induct my good friend Bruno San Martino. Yeah, I can't get the fuck out of here.
Danielle Smith, what's up? What up? What up?
Hello.
Sean Barnes. Sean Barnes, what's up with the Divas division? And do you think I can't say her name, man. Lady Tappa. Lady, that's what it is. Lady Tappa. See, kind of like Flo Rida, Florida. Lady, get it? Lady Tappa. Lady.
I don't know how it's spelled. It just sounds like you're saying Lady Tappa. I don't know what that means.
Lady, like lady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the word lady. I don't know how it's spelled though.
Like that. I just sent it to you. Something like that.
Okay. Yeah,
right?
Well, okay, yeah, it's definitely lady. It just sounds like you're saying the word lady on the phone.
I figured it out, brother. It took me a while, man, but damn, I got it.
Good for you.
Yay, golf clap. You want a golf clap?
Give the man a gold star, please.
So, will she get far in wrestling? She's got the look. She shouted us out a couple times on Twitter. She did it again today, man. She gave the WZR Army a shout out. So she's she was part of the Gut Check on TNA.
Okay.
And I've heard she's a good worker. So will she make it far in wrestling? Yeah. Yeah, she's hot, man. If they give her an angle and they give her a storyline, I mean, she can make it. It's all about creative, and yeah, I mean, she's a good worker from what I've heard. So why not? Alex something another. Did you hear that Shimmer set an attendance record? I did not, but I know that a lot of indie events over the weekend, Shimmer being one of them, they had over 1,000 fans in attendance. Especially the ones at WrestleCon. So. It's good for them. Good for them. That's an all-women's promotion, is Shimmer. Kevin...
Like Invicta for MMA, Shimmer for wrestling.
Kevin M. Espergezzi, do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man, do you know the Muffin Man? I forget the last part of the composition.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
No, I don't eat muffins, and I don't know any Muffin Men. Why?
He's asking if we know the Muffin Man.
Oh.
So you don't know the Muffin Man?
Yeah. Never. Sounds like a great guy.
He probably is a great guy.
Yeah. Is this the Muffin Man song? The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
All through the town.
The Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man?
I mean,
the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. No, the Muffin Man that lives in Drury Lane. Now we've got the Muffin Man. Do 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 do.
Wheels on the bus go round and round.
Danielle Smith, Kevin wins with the Muffin Man comment. Kat Ambrose, no questions, but thank you for all the news. Appreciate it. Thank you for the support of the website. Can't thank you enough. Chase Kramer, say Alpha Kenny Body 10 times fast. Alpha Kenny Body, 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 Alpha Kenny Body.
You know what it's supposed to be? I'll fuck anybody. I'll fuck anybody. I'll fuck anybody.
I got you. There you go. That's a good try, motherfucker. Brandon Dub Levins.
Your accent screwed that joke up, by the way. It wasn't sounding right. And I was like, what's the joke? And then I realized, I'll fuck anybody.
That's what it is. Brandon Dub Levins. Did they not have the Battle Royal or Divas match at WrestleMania 29 because the mid-carders were complaining last year of not getting enough pay? No, I think they just wanted to air video packages and everything else, to really do a hard sell for the actual pay-per-view, Muhid, Mudgeman, Mia, what do you... Uh-oh. Boone? I just got a message from Boone. Fuck! My phone battery just died. Didn't even know it was dying. Boone's not here. We lost Boone. He's gone. Phone will be back in like 2 minutes if you're still on. Okay. I'll be here. Waiting. So, maybe he's gonna get a charger, and we'll bring him back here in a minute. His phone died, so you're right. WZR Rebel. He's probably at meatspin.com that killed his phone. I don't know. So anyways, I'll just keep doing the rapid fire questions, and we'll wait for him to get a charger and come back. Muhid, Mudgeman, Mia, any idea what the paychecks for WrestleMania performers were this year? No, we don't, but WrestleMania is different, man, where everybody gets a higher paycheck. You're going to get the pay-per-view bonus for working WrestleMania. A lot of it depends on, the actual gate, how much money has come in for WrestleMania, and when those figures come back, the guys that work the pay-per-view, basically for those unaware, anybody that works the WWE pay-per-view, even if it's not WrestleMania, if you make it onto a pay-per-view, you get a pay-per-view bonus, and in recent years, they've laid off, bonuses for talents that make it on pay-per-view. They've dropped big time from what they were, just several years ago, and it pissed a lot of people off. A lot of these guys make most of their money off merchandise sales. They get a profit of merchandising, a percentage. But everybody that gets on the WrestleMania pay-per-view gets a pretty good sized bonus. And then even if you appear at the Access festivities and everything else, you get a bonus for that as well. During WrestleMania season, so we'll have to we'll find out when those checks go out. I know a couple of mid-card guys. I know last year they really fucked up on the bonuses, and they actually had to reissue the checks. So what happened, man? Phone died?
The muffin man, the muffin man, the muffin man. I've been singing the whole time.
Yeah, right.
Whoops.
What are you?
Yeah, battery died. I didn't even know it was on the verge of dying until it was dead.
There you go. Well, it's good to have you back. Welcome back.
Thank you. Any updates from the biggest jobber in the history of wrestling? I mean, Steve Corino?
I'm blocked, man. I can't see anything that he's putting up. I can't. There's no response to it.
Here, I'll check. Twitter / what is it? I don't want to plug it. Is it King? Yeah.
Okay, King Carino, I think. Right? I don't know. Whatever.
It's King Corona. We don't want to plug it. He's a jobber.
He's a big jobber, dude. Whatever. We're gonna put a story up after we go off the air, man.
Okay, King Carino. Let me check. It's loading.
Is he responding to the army or just blocking people?
I'm checking. It's loading right now. My computer sucks.
I'm guessing he's just anybody that's sending a tweet.
Wow, he's all kinds of right. Whoa! Holy shit! Dude,
wow.
He's getting fucking slammed. Wow.
Is he really?
We got I got a few conversations. I can see what he's saying to people. Hold on. Somebody said to him.
Can I see his page? I think I can see the page, right? Get him, Army!
Rygal got on first, and he responded and said...
I see Colton...
Oh, wow, he's got like a whole conversation going with people. Jesus Christ. Ryan, Clark is live on radio right now. Call in if you ain't a bitch pussy. That's what somebody said. Somebody said it was a joke retard. Wow, he's having like back and forth conversations with fans right now. Hold on. Why don't you phone him, you fucking pussy? Call in and face Boone. Like call in and face me one-on-one. Why don't you phone him up, you big pussy? What makes no sense is you're not calling Ryan right now on the radio at 518-712-3070. Ryan Clark is live on radio right now. Call in 518-712-070 if you ain't a bitch pussy.
Yo, the Army's crazy, bro.
You judge a person's life by Twitter followers. You should probably think about prison rape. Fuck you, ho. Yeah, there's all kinds of... Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, right? The Army's crazy, bro. I'm telling you. Anybody comes at me, bro. Anybody attacks me, dude, and they just go at him, bro. It's I fucking love them, bro. Aren't they? It's the great. It's the. I'm telling you, it is. We have the greatest fans.
Mudman from the chat. I'm sorry.
I say it all the time in the chat where we have the greatest fans that anybody can ask for. I say it on my Facebook page, dude. It's the best. Dude, the WZR Army's fucking awesome, bro. They're great, aren't they?
87% is the one that said you should call him a face me. Mudman's the one that called him a bitch pussy. So, yeah, there's shout out to those guys. Good job. Army, sick 'em.
Get 'em.
King Carino.
Get 'em, man. They're awesome, bro. I'm telling you, best fans anybody can ask for. Ian Jones, can you see WWE turning CM Punk babyface again since he is trying his hardest to be a heel, but the crowd keeps cheering him? We'll see what happens, man. I think in the coming weeks he's gonna take some time off as the dude's beat up, he's worn out. He's just basically, he's been on the road full time, working house shows. What they do when he returns, they may bring him back as a babyface. You never know, after a break. CM Punk.
Okay.
Jose Espinoza, whatever happened to Little Jimmy? Did he quit WWE? No, he was at WrestleMania. They referenced him. The announcers referenced him. Yeah. They or on Raw. It was one of the two.
By the way, because I'm sorry. I was glued on the Twitter thing with Carino when you were talking about that last question. But I think the smartest thing to do, whether or not they do it, we'll see, is to finally do the CM Punk and Brock Lesnar feud. Have Heyman side with Lesnar, and that'll turn Punk babyface, which the fans want anyway, and then have him feud with Lesnar over and then Heyman and all that.
There you go. Do that at SummerSlam, man. CM Punk against Brock Lesnar, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Steven Grabayek, how do you think Dolph Ziggler will fare as World Heavyweight Champion? We talked about that earlier, man. I think they're going to give him a good run with it, I think so. I think he gets a good run with the title. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
You guys rock.
Thank you, dude. Appreciate the support.
You roll.
That's it. Eric, that's it. He said we rock, and that was it. Eric Alameda, I was at WrestleMania Live, and everyone seemed dead for the Triple H versus Brock Lesnar match. Did it seem that way on TV? Throughout the whole event, man, the crowd seemed dead, but a lot of people sent emails that said, despite what was shown on pay-per-view and on TV, the crowd was hot all night long. It just didn't come across.
Well, you got the fact that this is in a big stadium, the noise goes off. Everybody knows that. There's delayed reactions.
It was Rygal that called up last night and said that, right? He said that he was there live. Yeah.
Yeah, that's common knowledge, though, and they like the audience, so sometimes they don't like it good enough for TV. But I'd say the Brock Lesnar Triple H crowd reactions being less. I think wasn't that right after Undertaker and CM Punk? That probably had a lot to do with it too. The crowd was probably a little fatigued.
Livid Slurpee, also brings up a good point. It was an open arena, you know what I mean? So the noise, escapes out the top of the. There was no roof on the building, so that's another.
Yeah, normally it bounces around, and that's why it sounds so instantaneous in like Madison Square Garden or buildings like that. But in open arenas or stadiums, I should say, the noise travels up, like Brian said, so it just goes up to the heavens.
Vinny Mo goes up to the heavens, he says. Vinny Mo.
It's an expression people use.
Who do you think will be the WWE and World Champion at WrestleMania 30's main event now that Triple H Brock feud is over? And who do you see Triple H wrestle at WrestleMania 30? Man, you're talking WrestleMania 30, bro? I have no idea who's going to be WWE. It could be Fandango, for all we know.
Yeah. The only thing you really know about WrestleMania 30 is, and you don't even know it. The only thing you even have rumors about this far away from the show would be what The Rock is doing because he's a temporary player, what Brock Lesnar's doing because he's a temporary player, what The Undertaker's doing because he's a temporary player. But yeah, who's champion and who all the regular guys are facing? Who the fuck knows?
I mean,
they
John
might not even be available. They might be injured or in TNA or.
John Cena's going to be up there, obviously. Rock's going to be up there again in main event type matches. But, somebody could take off over the next year, man. Somebody brand new that we haven't even seen yet could come in and, if the crowd takes to him and they give him a massive push, I mean, they could be the one main eventing WrestleMania 30. You never know who's going to be
like
the next.
By next year, Ziggler could be like Punk had a breakout year where he went from a really good mid-carder to a fucking legit main eventer.
Right.
Ziggler could have that. Any number of guys could.
Right.
Dean Ambrose could split from the Shield and blow up in a year's time. You never know. A year's a long time.
Yeah. One more call. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up? This is going to be that stupid answering machine. Watch. Caller, you're live. Nope. Fuck him.
What was that?
I have no idea. Mike Carullo, who do you think is getting cut on the roster? We talked about this last night, man. Just, guys that aren't being used, like, JTG is
This is
probably...
the same name, but yeah.
Probably.
JTG, Kurt Hawkins, fucking Mason Ryan, Bo Dallas,
it's
fucking Yoshi Tatsu.
Guys
Never know.
like that aren't being used, man, are going to be the guys that are going to get cut from WWE in post-WrestleMania cuts. Brandon Dub Levins, could Kashish Ochno, I don't know how to say that, man. I have no idea. Ever be the fourth member of the Shield to take on Seth Rollins' place? I think they're going to keep the Shield as a three-man group for right now, but never say never. They could add another member at any time. Chuck Wisdom, why do people like Fandango? The gimmick is terrible. It only gives Vinnie Mac a bigger head and more control over creative. I think you need to give him a chance, man. I didn't like him at first. I didn't like the gimmick at first, but he's kind of growing on me. It's the same thing with Ryback when he first came in, man. I didn't like that gimmick at first either, but it's kind of grown on me, So give him a chance, Vincent
I know what he
Nugent.
means, though, by the fact that Vince has more power. If a character like that can get over in the main event, I mean, it's like back in the day when they had Mr. Perfect or the $1 Million Man or whoever. Like, they had these characters to where it doesn't matter how talented or big a name outside the WWE a guy is, if they slap a gimmick on him and he gets over like that, then pretty much what they're finding out is they can take anybody with a good body or a good look and get him over just by giving him the right character, which means the actual person playing him is less important.
Right. What's the next one here? Vincent Nugent. Ryan, what do you think about the entire Scum faction stable in Ring of Honor? Do you think these are interesting, suitable members? Yeah, I mean, Scum right now in ROH, it's got Steve Corino, Jimmy Jacobs, Kevin Steen. Who else? It used to consist of Rhino, Matt Hardy, Cliff Compton was in there, Jimmy Rave was in there as well. It's a good stable for ROH. You haven't seen a lot of stables in Ring of Honor, so I like what I see so
far. The longest time Ring of Honor was just this wannabe ECW king of the indie kind of promotion. But I mean, look at CM Punk is one of the biggest stars in the business. He came from Ring of Honor. Samoa Joe.
Oh,
fucking, who am I thinking of? There's somebody else that took my tongue. Shit, I lost it.
Austin Aries.
Damn, I was gonna make a. Yeah, Austin Aries is good with Claudio Castagnoli or whatever. Is Cesaro, fucking Daniel Bryan, for Christ's sakes. I mean, a lot of guys came out of Ring of Honor and became big deals.
Well,
guys like you just named out of the Scum faction or the Briscoes, these guys could be superstars in the future.
Of course.
They could be coming.
Seth Rollins is Tyler Black in Ring of Honor. I mean,
exactly.
that's where they come from, man. The indie guys are the future of WWE. WWE sends scouts out to the indie scene, and guys that they show interest in are eventually signed, and then look what they become. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan.
I mean, you got all those guys like we just said, and then. But there are guys that will always be jobbers from Ring of Honor, like Steve Corino. They'll never go. They can stick around for 20 years, and nobody will want anything to do with them. But
Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. Quick.
All right, I just wanted to get this in before you guys leave. Boone will kick your ass in 2 seconds.
It's a good one. That's a good one, dude. Golf clap.
Thank you. I take a bow.
That's two of them tonight, brother. That's two of them. You guys are assholes, man. But I love them, man. Larry Smith, how many times will WWE try to get new people in a year? And how many of them do you think will make it there? Well, they're always going to bring guys up from NXT and developmental. Whether they turn into stars or jobbers remains to be seen. It all depends on what they're given creative-wise. And
somebody call in before the end of the show and do Bruno kick his ass again. Somebody do it, please.
Man,
please,
somebody call in and be like, yo, Ryan Clark is the fucking man, bro. He's the man.
Do that.
He's the best host of the show, man. He's better than Boone. Somebody give me something, man.
Between
I get some
Carino
love.
and Bruno kick your ass. I want this man to cry himself to sleep at night. We already got Carino that have him wet in the bed with tears. Let's have the callers fuck him up.
Let me get some love, man. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What up?
Yeah, Ryan Clark is no, I'm kidding. Boone will kick your ass in 2 seconds.
Fuck you, man. Man, oh man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man.
Hey now.
I love you guys, man. Alright, we had Vincent Nugent again. Ryan and Matt, what do you think about the overall car? Here we go. Wait a minute. I'm gonna get some love here, man. Call, you're live on WZR Radio. What up?
What's up?
What's up?
Hey, man, bro, Ryan will kick your ass in 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Woo!
You fucking traitor.
That's what I'm...
the one jerk off. Everybody was in
I got one more. For you. Call you live on WZR Radio. What up?
Ryan Clark is the fucking man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, brother. Woo! That's 2 of them. You want one more?
Who's asking
you want one more?
Seconds, huh?
Let me get one more. Caller, tell him what up.
Ryan Clark will kick my food.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, brother. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. That's 3 in a row, baby. You want one more? You want one more? I'll give you one more. Caller, you're live. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What up?
Hey, Clark, you could totally kick the shit out
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. One more. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What up?
Yo, what up, Ryan?
What up, buddy?
Hey, I'm not on that. I just had a quick question.
No. Wait a minute.
I'm not on that bullshit.
You're out of here. We're done. Wah, 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 wah. The streak is over. No, I'm playing. You can call back, dude. I'll take a question.
I'm gonna call it something.
Let me give you one more. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What up?
Ryan Clark is the man.
Yeah, he is.
Kick your ass.
Oh, no.
You're right, Ryan.
No, he pulled the swerve right there. He said Ryan Clark's the man, but Matt...
They fucking totally turned on me.
No, you didn't hear him. He said Ryan Clark's the man, but Boone could kick his ass in 2 seconds. You didn't hear the second part.
I didn't even hear it. Son of a bitch.
Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, this Ramazan in the chat, and Ryan could totally kick Boone.
Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. One more. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio.
Ryan Clark is the man with the master plan.
Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! You want to yell? This guy was saying just a couple of minutes ago, I want you guys to all call up. I want you to cry. I want you to make Ryan Clark cry himself to sleep tonight. You said it, and look what you got. Now go cry yourself to sleep. Now go cry yourself to sleep tonight, motherfucker. Get out of here.
Fuck out of here. I don't give a shit what they think. Fuck all of you.
All right.
Y'all ain't my friend anyway.
Kareem Smith, Fandango. Matthew Murphy, Ryan, Steve wasn't telling you to commit suicide. He was telling Ed Viper 31408. Was that what it was?
Yeah, because he said you only have 5 followers. He was talking to a Twitter fan, but he did say #moron to you, so he started it. Fuck him.
All right, Ian Jones, what do you call fish with toonie? Is a toonie fish. Where'd you learn that? Where'd you learn that joke, buddy? Vincent Nugent.
This guy could kick my ass in 2 seconds. Toonie Fish could kick my ass in 2 seconds. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all better call and set the record straight before we end the show.
Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, Ryan, I just wanted to get your thoughts on Matt being able to kick your ass in 2 seconds.
That was the greatest setup I've ever heard, dude.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to ask a legit question. I just want to get your thoughts on.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is, buddy. You know what? And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let that one. That'll be the last caller of the night, man. I'm gonna make you feel good. I'm gonna give it to you, man. I'm gonna make you feel good, and we'll leave it at that, dude. Arturo, Ryan and Matt, Vincent Nugent, Ryan and Matt. What do you think? Decision that AJ Styles will do tomorrow night? Will he remain loyal to Team TNA, or will he join the Aces and Eights? I think he's loyal to TNA, man. I think they pulled the swerve. Arturo Velasquez Jr. Hey Ryan, besides The Rock, who is Brock Lesnar? What are you laughing at?
This is a great setup. He disguised it so well. He's like, hey, Ryan, he sounds like a normal caller's going to ask a nerdy wrestling question, and then just boom, he said, Ryan, I'd like to get your thoughts on food, and he'll kick your motherfucking punk ass 2 seconds, bitch. Yeah.
Arturo Velasquez Jr. Hey, Ryan, besides The Rock, who is Brock Lesnar's next opponent? We'll have to wait and see at SummerSlam.
Hopefully Punk.
Yeah, maybe it's SummerSlam. I mean, I'm guessing Brock's gonna work SummerSlam. They're gonna have him for the main pay-per-views. You know what I mean? And then here's the last rapid fire question of the night from Lee Pierce. Ryan.
What'd Lee say?
Ryan can kick Boone's ass in 1 sec.
No, 1 second. That's an untrue story.
And we end on that. What?
Like 45 minutes ago, you said, hey, we only got 5 minutes left, so let's answer these as quick as possible, right? No fucking around.
Yeah.
45 minutes later, we're still going through them.
I know, it's 10:41 Eastern time. How crazy is that? We're out of here now.
Hey,
we're
done.
We
fucked up last night. We gave them a 3-hour show this week. No big deal.
They wanted a 3-hour show, and we're almost at 3 hours. We're gonna get out of here right now. But you're right, man. We fucked up last night, and we figured we'd come back tonight and we'll make up for it. So we didn't have any issues tonight, right? Everything was good to go. No production issues. You guys showed up as you always do, man. It's awesome, man. I think whether we're here on our normal Tuesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern time, we could show up here Friday night at 2 o'clock in the morning, man, and I still think most of these guys would show up. That's how loyal and diehard and dedicated these guys. It's the best fans in the world, man. I'm telling you. We have a good time, man. Every Tuesday night we come on here. It's the same people.
It was a good one. It was like Raw. It was fun.
It was, man. It was. You know, and listen, man, that's why we do it, man. We don't make a dime. You guys see what we do during the commercial breaks. We give you guys music. We don't make a single penny off this show. Boone does, because I got to pay him for doing it. That's another thing why Ryan over. That's why Ryan over Boone. Boone won't do this show for free. You guys know that, right? He won't come on here Tuesday night from 8 to 10. He won't do this show for free. He's got to make some money to do WZR radio.
Originally I just needed money. He said, all right, how about this? I'll call this paycheck for your radio show and do some galleries. It was a special, unique deal we set up. I didn't say I'm unless you pay me. Fuck out of here.
Unbelievable. And then he can't charge his phone up. He gets paid for this gig. The phone dies. Unbelievable. Yet these people call up and they praise you, bro. You ain't nothing. Motherfucker, this motherfucker has to get paid to come on here for you.
Trying too hard to be a good guy. You buy everybody Pepsi Colas and you expect them to like you. Get the fuck out of here.
That's good. That's a good one. This
I'm the edgy cool heel like Kevin Nash, circa 1998.
We have a good time. Yeah, it's an awesome time on here. We got the best fans in the world, man. No matter what, dude. I mean, listen, dude. That's why they come, dude. They come here to listen to me and you, dude. And it's awesome, bro. Really, it seriously is.
They give us the luxury of being able to have fun as opposed to a bunch of fans who are like, why don't you guys quit trying to tell jokes? Why don't you quit telling stories and just talk about wrestling? They seem to enjoy what we do, which makes it that much more fun because we can come on here, be relaxed, talk about whatever the fuck we want, and we can be comfortable in knowing that even if we're not talking about wrestling, the people are digging it. You know what I mean? They're having fun just like we are.
Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man? He lives in Drury Lane.
Man, that song's gonna be stuck in my head all night now. You giant, colossal prick.
Not me, man. The guy said, "Do we know the Muffin Man?" Who was it on the Rapid Fire? Somebody on the Rapid Fire said,
Little Cock or something. Remember, it was like Jimmy Big Cock or whatever his name was.
No, that's Nathaniel Lippincott, dude. Who said, "Do you know the Muffin Man?" On the Who said it? Oh, here it is. It was Kevin Espergesi was the one that said it. Do we know
Okay.
the Muffin Man? Yeah. And all right, we're out of here. We're done. Feedback. Go submit feedback. We want feedback, especially tonight, man. You know what I mean, dude?
Yeah.
If you think I suck, if you think Boone sucks, let us know, dude. Let us know. You know.
Yeah, and there's one way to do that. You go to Facebook.com/RyanClarkWZR. My man Ryan Clark putting the post up right now. He's going to ask you for your feedback on this week's show, the Wednesday show, not the train wreck last night. What did you think? Were we good? If we were, tell us why. We'll do more of it. Were we bad? If so, why? We'll do less of it. This is how we get better. Custom WZR. Let us know. Facebook.com/RyanClarkWZR.
You want to take one more call?
Let's do it.
One more, dude, and this will be the telling story, right?
Dapper. Yeah.
Caller, you're live on WZR Radio.
Hey, Matt Boone, the Muffin Man can kick your ass in 2 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Damn it, the
yes.
Muffin Man can kick my ass in 3 seconds. What the fuck, man?
The Muffin Man, and we're gonna
I can
end
see
on
it. Ryan Clark, the Muffin Man's whooping my ass now. Jesus.
This motherfucker, dude. All right, we're done. We're out of here. We'll see you guys next Tuesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern Time. Thanks. Listen, man, seriously, before we get out of here, thank you to all of you, on the websites. It's been really busy this past week.
Fun WrestleMania season, for sure.
Yeah, you guys have checked back over and over and over your comments on Facebook. I read all of those comments, man. I try to like as many as possible, and I'm telling you, I said it a couple minutes ago. We got the best fucking fans in the world. Steve Carino, get him. Go get him.
He's about to find out firsthand that King Carino on Twitter. The WZR Army does not fuck around. The Muffin Man to kick my ass 2 seconds. God damn it, we gotta end on that. All right, let's get out of here. Fuck.
We're out of here.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that, dude. Muffin Man,
Yeah.
ain't nobody got time for that. We're out of here. We'll see you next Tuesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern Time. Go submit feedback. Facebook.com/RyanClarkWZR4. Matt Boone.
That's me.
That's Ryan Clark.
That's him.
See you next Tuesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern Time. WZROnline.com.